JXLAM and FM, Jacksonville Beach. This is 1010XL, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Southside Kia is now Kia on Atlantic. New name, new location, same great deals. And we're ready for you. We're going all out with end of summer savings, like new Kia starting at $20K. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. Or you can even hit the road with financing rates as low as 0. It's not too late. Online at KiaOnAtlantic.com. Kia on Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection. For complete details, call 904-250-0587.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY and take the fear out of the fight. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, gang, it's football season, and I don't know a bunch about chips and dip, but I know this. If you got chips and you need dip, and if you need dip, let me tell you the dip for your chips. It's Daisy French Onion Dip. You'll love the new Daisy French Onion Dip and a Daisy Ranch Dip as well. Game changers. These are delicious as homemade dip, made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen. You've got to try the dip of deliciousness. Look for Daisy French Onion Dip at a grocery store near you.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation, time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine. Go Goods, go time on a Monday morning. It's a next-gen roofing Monday, and that roof is nice and sound and waterproof. I am in a mood this Monday, and that mood is happy as we come at you from Victory Formation. E.T., good morning. That's Dub, my friend.
You see the shirt, baby?
What do we got? My guy. Come YouTube him. YouTube him up in here. My man has had shirts made. That's my guy. That's a dub. Look at him.
And I'm giving one away.
You're giving one. That's a dub Monday?
Yeah, that's a dub Monday.
That's a dub Monday. So he's going to give you a shirt a little bit like, how many of those bad boys you have cooked up in there?
12.
12. He's got 12. My man ordered 12 That's a Dub t-shirts. Well played, friend. Well played. That was a good one yesterday. Look, you've had time to digest the victory out there in Jagland, all right? You had time to digest it. So some people want to throw around the word ugly win. I mean, categorize it any way you want. Was it perfect? Far from it. But it was a perfect ending, man. And now let me do what they pay me the big bucks to do. Nod, nod, wink, wink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go. Let me take you through more than 17-10, Texans 0-3, Jags 2-1. What a redemption Sunday. And I'm not talking about from a week ago. Like I've heard and I heard Freddie on the post game yesterday on the drive-in. It was redemption from a week ago. From this, do you hear me? Yeah. It was redemption from a week ago from the standpoint that faced with really about the same situation, trying to protect the lead, and the other team has the ball. They can ruin your day. Last week the Bengals did, and yesterday the Texans didn't. So sure, it's redemption in that form, right? 1-1 now in one-score games if you're keeping track at home. But it was a redemption within the game. Let me tell you what I mean. Like down the line, a number of players on each side had really unsightly plays. Yet later, within the same game, showed up Tyson Campbell could not have let Nico Collins run any more wide open free on that tying touchdown to make it 10-10. Could
How?
I'm going to assume it was a give off there or something. But bottom line, you're lined up with a guy and he's 20 yards open for a game tying score in the fourth quarter. Here we go again. Not a good look. Can't feel great to trot off to the sidelines. But within the same game, what did Tyson Campbell do? Forced a fumble. That was huge. There was a play, by the way, after he got open. Let's don't forget, it was I think it was the 17-10 drive. And they put Tyson Campbell out there one-on-one with Nico Collins down the sideline, and my man got in his jockstrap. My man put him in a twister move. Perfect coverage. Same game. Forget Redemption Sunday from a week ago. Same game. 30 minutes ago. With the game tied, and Trevor Lawrence having already encountered, honest goodness, must have been a half dozen drop passes. He put it all on his own plate with a gosh-awful throw. I mean, awful. Regardless of how you got there, it's 10-10. That's a terrible throw to give them the ball at midfield. Fast forward. 3rd and 6. Got to keep a drive alive. Scans, doesn't see, tucks ball, runs for the first down. Forces the issue. Stands back in the pocket a few plays later. Puts his right foot in the ground. Puts another on-target pass into the hands of Brian Thomas Jr. And here's another redemption story. My man catches the ball, bursts toward the end zone, pushed out ultimately just inside the 10. And the redemption then continues, maybe not on an individual basis, but now from a team standpoint, you hold. You hold. You know, ears get prickly down there when the concept of same old infects the fan base real quick. Now, we were real clear last week, I thought, ET, in expressing. We weren't saying here in this studio, same old Jags. That's not what we were saying. It was never said that way.
Nope.
What we were saying is, while there's a lot different and it was a much closer win and it didn't feel like last year, if you're a fan, what is it? It's a 1-score loss on the road. So you need, and by the way, we also said, fairly, the Texans come in and you got them down, their figure, you'll give it to them. That's the old Jags. No one said it's the same old. But it's certainly how your opponent viewed you yesterday. So what a gut check. Put your back heels into the dirt and send them home 0-3. Texas, toast, baby. Burnt on the edges and dried. Go home, Big Tex. So, man, it feels good to make the game-winning plays. To not have to wait a week to fix what you did wrong. Fix it in the game. And they did, doggone it. They did. So I don't care. I'm not putting these dubs in categories, E. This one was pretty. This one was high scoring. This one was ugly. This one we ran for 300. This one we dropped 20 passes. I do not care.
That's a dub.
That's a dub. 2 of 12 according to the T-shirt order.
Just like my golf game, the scorecard doesn't have pictures on it.
There you go. I mean, yeah, there were. I have expected to get up this morning, ET, and see the waiver wire and notice that the Jags have, in free agency, signed Billy Butterfingers. He'll be playing wide receiver next week. I don't know what happened yesterday with those guys, man.
It was crazy.
It was crazy, and it was like an infection. At one point, there was like 3 or 4 in a row. And by the way, these aren't make a tough grab for your guy throws. You know, they're like, oh, wow. BTJ, man, he needed that bad, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
My man was walking off the booze there after that third drop. Slammed his helmet, went to the side. I keep going, man. And hopefully that ball's sticking in those gloves on that little skinny post. Hopefully that is just going to be a game changer. So did they play, their best football? Absolutely not. Did they leave Did they leave things out on the field? They sure did. Did they beat the Houston Texans, who have won the division in back-to-back years and have won here every year since 2018? You're doggone dirty right they did. Sent them home 0-3. 0 for 3, baby. You done. Couldn't have happened in a better place. Couldn't have been a better send-off than our teal and black Jacksonville Jaguars sending you home black and blue. Enjoy that first-place schedule, you losers. Come back next year. It's going to be worse, by the way. Get used to it, Houston. We got a little something for you down in your state. That's coming up later this year. Way to start the season, big boys. You big talking, big mouths. Yeah. You didn't go home this year talking about knocking a quarterback out, did you? We didn't have some mealy-mouthed coach stroll across the field and give you a hug after a helmet to the chin, did we? Yeah, so if Houston was expecting a Jaguar team that for the last 7 years didn't have the moxie or the manhood and winning time to come through, they encountered a different group yesterday. Buddy, this Jordan Lewis, what a signing this guy was.
That's a stud.
Oh, my gosh. He's been great. Murray's been great. I know he got popped yesterday for a couple of penalties, but overall, those two veterans in that secondary. And, man, for Tyson to bounce back from first an early injury, that's a tough assignment over there with Nico Collins. That is a tough assignment. Man, there was a one play, Travis Hunter was lined up with Nico Collins 12-on-12 a few times. It looked like a teenager was playing with his dad in the backyard.
he's tall.
Did you notice that? Yeah. He is a big man. And Travis Hunter, I mean, he stayed on him as the best he could. Kind of an uneventful day for the number 2 pick, but, in some cases, that's not terrible. He did make that nice little conversion play, though.
A little shifty.
Man, we got to get that guy in space a little bit more. I trust that Liam Cohen and crew will be able to do that. This is just the beginning. Again. 3 more turnovers. That's not, 9 now. 9 turnovers in 3 games. We have matched. Remember the stat we had? There were 2 teams last year that had as many turnovers in September as we forced all year.
Yeah.
Guess who else? We're that team. They forced 9 all year. They forced 9 this season. They held the Texans to 10. So what a look at. If you're going to win the game, it's almost better to face that adversity, stare it down, and win it anyway. So that's that second level of, we beat the Texans, they're 0-3, we're 2-1. It was some character and some some finish the deal. Get to put a strand of that DNA into Liam Cohen's Jacksonville Jaguars. And so we got a lot to get into and about and around this Jaguars victory. Such an important one. Gets them to 2-1. Keep pace with those Colts who are red hot to start the season. Liam Cohen let's just call it, was a very clutch win by his football team. There were a bunch of times there where it looked like they were going to do us all wrong, didn't it? But the Texans drove it down there to inside the 30. Tyson Campbell forces the big turnover, keeps it alive. We score a touchdown. They drive again, a pick to end the game. I mean, clutch victory.
Huge ability to stay the course. You're winning the game for the majority of it. They obviously got and tied it up. But even though obviously not playing our best football offensively, defense kept us in it. And they played their tails off offensively, found a way to have 75 yards rushing in the second half, which obviously we didn't have much in the first. ETN played his tail off, and then those guys make a play at the end of the game versus zero blitz. And it got it, in a huge moment. So very proud of this group. They played their tails off and kept competing.
And they had, even though it was a rickety, the stat sheets don't look awesome. When they had to make a play, that's how you define whether guys are good enough. You're playing a good team. They had to make a play. They had to have a drive. And guess what they did? They did what they had to do. They ran ETN. Trevor scrambles for a first down. You get your number 1 receiver open, and he makes the play. That's a big difference. 2-0 at home now, 1-0 in the division. All things considered, this is a good start to the football season.
Yes, sir.
It's a good start. Yeah, you'd like to have that one back against the Bengals, man. We're an eyelash from being 3-0, and after watching Cincinnati yesterday in Minnesota, you feel like you're better than they are, which could, help as this season winds on. Still early, but through 3 to start 2-0 at home, and now give yourself a real position to, at the very least, and no one's thinking in these terms. I say go get a dub in San Francisco and come get one on Monday Night Football, and let's blow the roof on a next-gen. We got next-gen roofing. They can repair them all. Let's blow the roof off, man. Let's get off to a hellacious start, 4-1 and a Monday Night Football win. Hey, now. By the way, we'll be back at Daly's tomorrow. We're going to do the drawing. Got those 2 10-packs. Not too late for you to get by there. 4991 Gay Parkway.
4991 Gay Parkway.
All right, so you can do that still between now and tomorrow morning and throughout to tomorrow morning show. And they got not 1 but 2 10-packs and $200 there in store credit to have a heck of a tailgate night on us and our good friends and partners at Daly. So we'll take our first time out. I got more Jags sound to soak up. Also want to look in. I like looking at the stats. It's a lot more fun looking at the NFL stats when you have a team that is higher in all those lists. Number 1 right now, buddy, is that turnover. The turnover margin, the plus minus and the total turnovers. And there are a lot more guys to mention yesterday. A couple of dudes on defense, A-plus games yesterday. That and more when we return. And I also have a Gator growl. Which, look, the bottom line with the congrats to Miami. It was a good steamrolling, powerful win. They look like a really good team. They can run the ball. Carson Beck seems to float one every now and then. I didn't think he played great on Saturday night. And Florida probably would have had a chance to hang if Billy Napier weren't such a doofus. I mean that. Not only is Florida, anyway, we'll do the Gator growl. See what I've done there? Just mentioning it. Basically, watching the Gators, or going through a swamp sessions is like eating a whole lemon whole. Oh, wait. If you know. Back with more next. A next-gen roofing Monday. Boy, that's a partnership that can't be beat. So for your roofing issues, it's next-gen roofing here on a Victory Formation Monday morning. Back with more next on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
It takes all cylinders working together to complete a successful drive.
We need a drive right now.
Listen for the Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville drive of the game.
Need a drive right now.
On 1010XL.
We got to finish.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'm Frank Frangie. Now, I've been telling you about my daughter Amber's journey with Awaken 180. Well, ready for this? She has now lost 60 pounds. That number's real, 60 pounds in a little over 3 months. And here's the thing, she loves doing it. She just went on a trip to Tampa to see a concert, sort of a road trip. And I asked her, was it hard to stay on the diet? She said, Dad, that's just it. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle change, and it's sustainable. And it's sustainable even when you're on the road. She is so excited. It has not changed her life. I think that's the best thing. It's a lifestyle change, but it doesn't ruin your life. She's loving her life, and she's so excited that she's been able to lose all that weight. You can do the same thing. You can kickstart your transformation. Call 844-346-1800 or visit awaken180weightloss.com. It's working for Amber, and she's so excited, and I promise you it can work for you. 844-346-1800 or awaken180weightloss.com.
You already know it's your main man E to the T here for Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree draft. And with ball season here, make sure you're on the lookout for my instant reaction before, during, or after the game. All brought to you by Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree drafts. Come on, somebody.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jax for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today, 374-3373, and ask about $50 off any service. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need.
Morgan Conley Roofing isn't just repairing roofs. He's building a legacy for generations to come. Born here, built here, staying here. MorganConleyRoofing.org. License number CCC 1333544.
September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. Here's a reminder to get screened. Ackerman Cancer Center offers on-site imaging and other diagnostic services. Early detection saves lives. Visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit DFHSalesEvent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, slow your roll. It's time for Jeff's Gator Growl. Brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
I think my thoughts this morning on the Gator Growl can be best described through the majesty of song. Only been gone so long, you been gone so long. I've been so happy. Anyway, enough. The Gator Growl is his. Florida went on the road, and Billy Napier went Billy Napier. He's turned Gator football into a 3-hour infomercial in prime time on network television on exactly where you don't want to go to play your college football. He puts a big test in front of you, and then he absolutely fails it, pants down, leaving the classroom, running and screaming. I say this without any backtrack. I don't say this flippantly. I'm saying this like definitively here on September 20th or 20, whatever it is.
22nd.
Close. All right. Billy Napier has forfeited his right to step into the premises at the University of Florida and continue to lead the University of Florida football program. That ship has sailed. Fire him today. What does it matter? There's no coming back. We don't want to live in the malaise, Scott Strickland. There is no argument. It was a failure. You blew it, Strickland. You freaking blew it. Big. So don't go Trent Baalke on us and double down on your decisions to the further detriment of the program. Billy Napier should be relieved of his duties today. He tried. He's a nice man. It's way over his head. He's too stubborn. He's got an awful offense that doesn't produce in big moments. Here's the thing. Not only is Florida terrible at 1-3, but the side of the ball that is so bad that is the reason they're 1-3 is his. The offensive side. Massive, colossal, grows in its ramifications every second that passes in Gainesville. What a failure this hire ended up being. Holy hockey sticks. The mother of all coaching failures. This one is awful. It's never been any good. It peaked game 1 in a home win over Utah. And it has been just one slap in the face after another since. You've rendered any rhetoric out of Gainesville useless. I don't care what DJ Lagway has to say. Look, kids are kids. They're not pros. At least we used to say that. But I think it's fair if you're going to drive around a $180,000 Mercedes SUV and make $3 million a year, that maybe you get the kid gloves taken off when your play is described. And DJ, you ready for this one, Gator fan? Take this from a guy around the program for 40 years and knowledge of it as best I can for its entire existence. But I know in my lifetime, since I stepped into God's country on the University of Florida campus in 1985, okay? DJ Lagway, based on educated expectations, not on a recruiting ranking, not on sight unseen, not because you just signed Tua. DJ Lagway has in 4 games submitted himself as the biggest disappointment in Florida, not football, Florida athletics history. In the history of Florida sports, no one has disappointed more in a season upcoming than what DJ Lagway is doing right now. The biggest disappointment, the biggest colossal flop, not in Florida football history, in Gator sports history. Prove me wrong. Go grab your media guys and find me, old Skippy Henderson here in 1947 was third in the Heisman voting last year, and he only ran for 300 yards. 1940 is also the last time you'd find a coach who's been at Florida as long as Billy Napier is and has the pitiful sub-500 record that he has. That's how far back you got to go, some 80 years. I mean, this is historic failure for Billy Napier. You got to be deaf, dumb, and blind to not make that tough call and get him into your office this morning. Coach, we got to buy. It hadn't worked. Appreciate your effort. We're going to go in another direction. But don't get your stuff. Go up in the offices and do something for the next few months. Just not anything important. Sharpen some pencils. Make sure the cut-up machine has batteries or electricity. Do something you can do. Order pizza for everyone. Yeah, this is not about hurt feelings or anything else. This is about it. Now it becomes an AD so stubborn in his terrible decision that he's going to be inactive. I wouldn't let him hire the next guy. I would not let Scott Strickland hire my football coach. Not a good place to be in as a fan when that's the athletics director that you're talking about. Somebody on the text line, that's Billy Napier, Billly. Oh, hell, by the end of the year, there'll be 8 or 9 of those suckers between the B and the Y if they don't do something. So that's today's Gator Growl. I mean, look, it's not like we didn't know it was over, but how many times we got to, again, give a 3-hour infomercial to the country on what a sad state of affairs Sunbelt Billy has dragged the program down into. Is there a defender of Billy Napier still on the planet? Is there one? Is there one person on the text line right now that says, who's not an FSU or Georgia or Miami fan? I see where we're going. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, about 3-9 this year, and God knows what next year. I will remind you all that Billy Napier, in his own words, told us this is his best team. Well played, dude. Well played. Go back to the Sun Belt you came from, bro. Nice man. I mean, it is what it is. You take a job like this and you perform as miserably poorly as Billy Napier has, you get taken to the woodshed. That's how it is. I mean, again, this is over. The Napier experiment was a raging disaster, man. Just a disaster. A toxin released on Gator Nation. And the AD just sits there, scratching his A. Maybe watching one of the other flailing coaches that he's hired in his tenure. He got one right, and that was an interview he didn't even do in person with Todd Golden. So, yeah, that's how tied in and connected your AD. And what about this for Florida, too? This is last thing, and we'll move on. We'll be talking Miami and FSU football and Georgia and the others, and we'll talk about the Gators and the Gator Growl. But at the end of the day, this is also well done, Florida. We're the only school that gets the runts of the litter when it comes to the Saban coaching tree. Why when Florida hires the Saban assistants, they're terrible? Meanwhile, Kirby Smart and Dan Lanning and Lane Kiffin and Steve Sarkisian, you go all over the country, the top five's dotted with Saban assistants. And here's Florida, proud owners of Muschamp and McElwain. And now, the worst of the lot by a mile and distancing, Billy Napier. We can't even get the right Saban assistants. Wouldn't be quite so bad if all the other ones weren't absolutely ripping the A out of college football. The Gator growl turned into an entire segment. Gone. He's been gone so long. It'd probably be among the last of, the Gator rant from now is just going to be the Gator perspective. What use is it investing any passion into Florida football? You still watch them every week and hope to heaven that they win. That hope would be a lot stronger if I knew it didn't matter for Billy Napier. That guy has got to go. There is no scenario where Billy Napier is anything more than a below average coach, period. Dan is okay with the 37 hours a week. It's the 3 on game day. I don't necessarily agree. I don't want to get into the infighting amongst the Gator family on where and how the failures are coming. I think he's a total disaster across the board. Any coach could have come in and, if given free reign to add staff and improve facilities, any coach could have done that. That was a university decision in hiring this guy. That's even a bigger mistake in allowing him to be your architect. So I guess we'll find out on those other parts of the program that Billy Napier has been leading. But, man, it's just 2 weeks in a row. You go into prime time and you scream to the country, look how far we've fallen. Look at us. Look how pitiful we are. Back to the Jags. Man, a couple of guys on defense really caught my eye yesterday. I'm curious if they jumped out at you as well. We got more sound from inside the Jaguars locker room, including Trevor Lawrence, who, did you see him kind of getting after Shair a little bit?
He was getting after it.
Huh?
Yeah.
The team's got a little punch in them, man. They're not taking this nonsense again. So way to stand up and send Houston, back to H-Town with a big fat L and, quite frankly, a toasted season. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday. You are locked into The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Hear the big moments and game-changing plays.
That is another pick six. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Your home for the most play-by-play is 1010XL. Now, the Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game. Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville. Drive to the game in luxury with Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.
With the score tied, it was time for the good guys to make a final push towards a W while in regulation. Trevor Lawrence led the Young Guns on a 7-play, 83-yard drive, capped off by a Travis Etienne score, giving the Teal and Black a 17-10 advantage in the final period. The 1-minute, 59-second drive is your Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game.
This is Jennifer Marion at Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville, and now's the time to drive away in luxury.
That's right, Jennifer. The $7,500 tax credit ends this month. It's your last month to take advantage of this incredible opportunity.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, drive the all-new electric Optique, Lyric, and Vistique. They are all in stock and ready to drive today.
See all of our inventory at Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.com or visit us on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent you.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece. Premium flooring, take our advice. Home business, affordable price. Driveways, pool decks, garage doors, beautiful patios, and more to explore. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
XL Primetime is back weekdays noon to 2, and on Wednesdays, join Dr. George Bari at 1:20 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Make sure you catch Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime Wednesdays at 1:20 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
This is Jaguar Hall of Famer Tony Baselli telling you about Heritage of North Florida, Jacksonville's premier roofing and home remodeling company. With over 25 years of trusted experience, Heritage of North Florida has built a reputation for quality, reliability, and craftsmanship. Whether you need a new roof or updating your kitchen or bathroom, trust the pros at Heritage of North Florida to create the perfect place to call home. Mention Jaguars to get $1,500 off your next roof or kitchen remodel when you go to heritagenfl.com. Go Jags!
Mike Dempsey for Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacksonville Beach. If your roof's got any damage, if it leaks, if it's just old and ugly, call my friends at Apex Roofing. But Mike, roofs are so expensive. It's true, quality roofing is not cheap, but Apex Roofing has up to 100% financing available, so you don't have to compromise quality for budget. Apex Roofing, no shortcuts, no stress, just quality work with financing available. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacksonville Beach. ApexRoofingFL.com.
Call 904-500-COOL. Ideal Conditions.
Veteran owned and operated with a mission to change your conditions. For AC installs, repairs, maintenance, or ductwork, Ideal Conditions has been trusted by Jacksonville since 2007. Call Ideal Conditions for a company who shows up on time and gets the job done right.
Call 904-500-COOL.
Honk if you see us. Call for service.
Ideal Conditions.
IdealConditionsJacks.com.
Yo, you already know it's your main man ET, and no one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, we have everything from tequila cocktails and an extensive bourbon category to top shelf spirits and cocktails, served over ice balls, local craft beers, and handcrafted whiskey cocktails. Rounded out with adventurous drink menus, second to none. And don't forget about our 29-degree drafts. Check them out now on Atlantic and Kernan. Twin Peaks, eat, drink, scenic views. Come on, somebody.
Join Jim Furyk and other legends of the PGA Tour for the Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, October 3rd through 5th at Timuquana Country Club. Catch the new community concert series on the 17th hole after play, featuring country artists Low Cash and Love and Theft. Public parking is free with complimentary tournament access for military, courtesy of ViStar Credit Union. Get tickets now for the Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, starting at just $25 at Ticketmaster.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we're back here on the drill. Well, it must be that lunar cycle, Haley's Comet. About once every 8-9 years, Joe, you smarter than me. PT. About once every 8-9 years, Haley's Comet flies over, and one of Joe's outrages. And by the way, I never thought Miami's O-line was no good. Never said that. It's just when Joe comes in, best this, best that. And this was way back in the time where the Florida offensive line was ranked as highly or even higher in some of the evaluations than Miami's. Whew, what a joke that was. This O-line is not played good. Anywho, that's not where I want to go. Let's get on the text line here. Just a couple things. Jeff, why do you hate Indiana's Kurt Cignetti so much? He's taken a weak team to the playoffs. He was in charge of recruiting for Nick Saban. I think he'd be a good pick. Me, I no longer hate him. Smiley face. Yeah, I didn't like that rhetoric, but if he's going to be that guy, let him be my guy talking that way and producing results. And yeah, I'm down. In fact, after a 63-10 shellacking of Illinois this weekend, I'll forgive and forget Kurt Cignetti's mouth talking like he's at Alabama, even though he's at Indiana. I guess that's how it starts. The problem for Indiana, they can never keep him. That's kind of sad, isn't it? You're a Big Ten team, man. But when somebody does come calling and offers Cignetti the big bucks, so there you go. I'll just repeat that. I no longer hate him. Bring him. And then this, huh? This is money where your mouth is. You ready?
All right.
I told you, I'm not taking any of these little pot shot, same old nonsense. Nah. On the text line, win a couple games, then fall off a cliff. Same old Jags. You know what I responded to that one,
Talk to me.
I'll bet you $10,000 they win at least 9.
Whoa, straight cash, homie.
Let me know, Confucius. Let me know how sure you are they're going to fall off that cliff. Same old Jags. Come on, big man. Tell me. 10 stacks says you won't.
My dog talking big cash, baby.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing it for $10. No, you big mouth. Oh, same old Jags. They'll fall off the cliff. Okay. $10K, bro. 6.2 miles me and you will go. It's there. Yeah, there it is. Can you fall off a cliff and win 90?
That ain't falling off the cliff, my boy.
The Jags did in 22. That's a different story.
Oh, how we forget.
So anyway, by the way, I'm not betting anybody 10,000 nothing, but that's my point. Crickets chirping since that one went back out. They want Joe U, not getting him. No, I'm kidding. You talked so much bleep about Indiana. I did. Stand by it all. I talked about their coach talking like they deserve more than they deserve. Win a few years and you do. Anywho, again, the bottom line is you darn right I'd take Kurt Signetti. In fact, he probably should be top of the list, but who knows how Scott Strickland puts a list together. And I'm tired of talking Gator football. Y'all quit it. Quit it. 10K plus Napier buyout, someone says. Yeah. Oh, can I round up some money? GoFundMe? All right, look, there are a couple of guys I think that stood out to everyone. This isn't going to be some tremendous insight for you. But, and I know Jordan Lewis in particular, right? He stands out from yesterday. Josh Allen had himself a football game yesterday. Josh Hines Allen, yesterday was why those, everyone that complains that he's this, that, or the other, that what sometimes they miss what the rest of the league and the graders have been seeing. He's getting around the quarterback, and to not have sacks, he's affecting a lot of football plays. Did he get a sack on the last play of the offensive play of the game for the Texans yesterday?
He made that play.
Oh, yeah, well, he didn't get a sack, though, did he, E?
Right.
I got a lot of ears out there. You don't see sacks, and what's he doing? Yeah, well, there he's causing the game's last interception. He had a half a sack along with Eric Armstead. They shared one, but he was around the quarterback all day, man. I think he was credited with 3 quarterback hits. I mean, C.J. Stroud only threw it, 30, actually 38, completed 25. So Josh Hines Allen, I thought, had a really, really good football game yesterday. You would expect that. There's another guy right now who, in my mind, is making him think, you sure about that? You really didn't want to pick up a 5th-year option? That's cheap. You don't want that 5th-year option. You sure? You want to just let me go on to free agency? All right. Devin Lloyd's playing himself into a nice contract. That guy's playing good football, man.
Zero playing good ball.
He's playing good ball. He's around the ball. He was plucked that. He's the one that plucked the fumble out of the air, right, on the Tyson Campbell play. He had a tackle for loss early in the game. Look, this was after that tremendous interception he had there at Cincinnati that, unfortunately, we didn't pay off with points. So Devin Lloyd playing really good football. We talked about Jordan Lewis, man. I mean, this guy's been just a dream. Hey, Jerry Jones, you're dumb, man.
Appreciate you, Jerry.
This guy's throwing around money to Deron Bland, and which is fine and all. I'm sure they didn't sign Jordan Lewis because he's not expensive. Is the bad part. He's not expensive. And we paid him, but the Cowboys could have or should have. He would have stayed probably even for less there. What a great addition both to the locker room and on field. Jordan Lewis has been. All right, let's hear from the quarterback. Not a great day statistically. Look, so there are some days more than others that you kind of throw the stat sheet out. He did not have good fortune hitting guys in the hands yesterday, and that's part of it. There's been plenty of weeks where guys are open, and he's not doing his part, either throwing it to the wrong team or misfiring. But what was officially a 20 for 40 day feels like it could have been about 25 or 26 for 40 without. And that's not giving a lot of grace. So this is a stat game for me with Trevor Lawrence that I throw aside. Game on the line, final drive, chance to win, made plays with his leg, and then with the pass to Brian Thomas Jr. So, I mean, the only stat I look at with Trevor yesterday is the W. Do you have a guy that can get you a W in a game that you need to get? Yesterday they did. It was chippy yesterday, and last year he had a group of guys that yawned when he got headhunted. This year, it was a different vibe, even though no play like that happened.
I think it's some of it. Obviously, it's a division game. Like I just said, we don't like each other. We don't like any of our division opponents. So it's not necessarily uncommon in that respect. But, yeah, we're not going to get bullied. It's a team that that's what I feel like they want to do. And I'm not saying that's wrong, but that's their mindset, and it's not going to happen to this team. So it was fun to be able to punch back and stand up in those moments where it's like, all right, you want to throw that punch, like we're here,
It all feels, and it does all feel a little bit different. You get a little more excited about 2-1 because you do have a complete change in dynamic down there. I mean, this is the biggest. We went like 180 degrees with this move. I got way younger, just way different from the personnel side to the coaching to the, and it's going to be fun to watch Liam Cohen learn on his. I like that he went for that field goal there and somehow Cam missed it. I wonder if by accident he ended up icing his own guy. But man, that was a big miss, wasn't it, by our auto kicker?
And Strain, yeah.
Yeah, big miss. I mean, it's 10-3. You decide. I think he wanted to go for it now. I think he did. He ended up going for the kick. And I will say this, if you left the stadium yesterday, that wind was blowing hard left to right there toward that end zone. We saw Houston's kicker miss one early in the game, the same kind of miss. That ball got up there over the uprights, and it blew right, and the very least wouldn't come back in for him. Then there's Josh Hines Allen. Just had one heck of a game. Says a win does a lot for the team's confidence. He's so excited that they've been forcing so many turnovers. He's happy with both the way he performed individually and the fact that his team won, and got emotional after the victory.
That was a tough win. It's so hard to win in the National Football League. And the mentality that we wanted to come into this week was we got to take it. Last week we kind of let that slip away, and we didn't take it. And here was another opportunity for us to go get it. And so for us to go out there and to prove that we are that type of team, we do have, we're building something very special here. We got to keep capitalizing off that. So, yes, I was very emotional. Huge win against a good team, nevertheless. But it's just a great, building point to how far can we go and move on to next week.
All right, so 2-1 and maybe even better out of what we saw yesterday. 2-1. Texans are 0-3. It's a death knell. 2% of teams have made the playoffs, never mind winning the division. It's the Colts and the Jags off to the fast starts. More on Indy when we come back with a football fix on the other side. It is a next-gen roofing Monday. They go all in for their customers. No shortcuts, no gimmicks. It's game day or storm season. You got a team you can trust with next-gen roofing. Next-gen roofing teamed up with you. It's a win every time.
From the DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida Gators return to action October the 4th, and they take on Texas at home. The Gators have lost 3 straight after their season-opening win over Long Island University. Friday, it's Florida State laying 7 at Virginia. Saturday, Kansas State a 5.5-point home favorite with UCF. Monday Night Football today, Ravens 4.5-point favorites over the Detroit Lions. Jaguars coming off their first win at home over Houston since 2017. They're a 4.5-point dog at the San Francisco 49ers. Atlanta Braves today, a $2.47 favorite at home with Chris Sale on the mound against the Nationals. The Braves have won 8 straight games. Cash back for every bet with a GBank signature Visa card. VSIN.com/GBank. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
When you need plumbing, septic, or air conditioning service, trust matters. That's why more homeowners in Jacksonville choose Duck Duck Rooter, the area's most trusted service company. We're licensed, insured, and the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida. From small plumbing repairs to major renovations, septic tank pump outs, drain field installations, and full air conditioning service, we do it all. Call 904-862-6769 or visit duckduckrooter.com. Duck Duck Rooter. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL is served up by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
Hey, Duval, here's your chance to be face-to-face with the Jags as they take the field on game day. Jump in the shadows and experience the Jaguars like never before. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows for your chance to be part of the action. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C., 18 and older. Entry periods for the sweepstakes are from 8/4/25 to 12/21/25. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank, N.A. member FDIC.
Welcome to the Bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Call State Farm agent Randy Taylor in Jacksonville at 904-642-2400.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barry here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barry Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit BarryOrthopedics.com.
Hacker here. And this past week during the fifth quarter, I had a listener come up to me and say that my story about Awaken 180 weight loss, my journey with Awaken 180 weight loss, had inspired them. And they made the call to Awaken 180 weight loss. They were beginning the program that they hoped would change their life much as it has changed mine. Awaken 180 weight loss has changed my life for the positive. And I love that I can tell people about Awaken 180 if you need to lose weight like I certainly needed to. And if my story inspires you to make the call, it'll be the best call you will ever make. It's the best weight loss program I've ever been on. The coaching you get, the guidance you get is absolutely spectacular. Take it from somebody that lost over 100 pounds on Awaken 180 weight loss. If it's time for you to regain control of your life, go to Awaken180weightloss.com. That's Awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. Guys, if I can do it, you can do it. Awaken 180 weight loss.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
Oh, not on a Victory Monday. I got a win for you. Speed trap right now, west side of the Palm Valley Bridge. So if you're coming from the beaches, heading towards Nocatee, very familiar with that lay of land, keep those speeds down and keep that cash in your pocket. It's a drill speed trap alert brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. And we're back on a next-gen roofing Monday. And yeah, buddy, let's raise the roof around here. That's what we're trying to do. From the text line this morning, designed by Lifetime Enclosures, Jeff, 22-year season ticket holder. Lost here in H-Town for the last 5 years. So he's texting us this morning from Houston. Always walk my dog proudly with my Jags gear on, but maybe now a little more proudly and a little louder.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So appreciate you, Hag, checking in. Been a long time on the text line over the course of the years. All right, fire up the bandy. Let's go through a football fix. Mac Jones delivered for the 49ers yesterday. It wasn't a great offensive shootout, but he got him down in position for a game-winning field goal. So when the Jags go to San Francisco next week, the Niners sitting there 3-0. Been a good start to the season. They've winning division games, right? They already won in Seattle early this year, and that NFC West, man. The Niners are 3-0. They beat the Cardinals on a last-second field goal. They're 2-1. Seahawks just beat the stuffing out of the Saints yesterday. They're 3-1. And the Rams, there will not be a worse bad beat in all of football. Guess who was the happy recipient in the Friday 5-pack?
My dog make a comeback.
So I got the Eagles minus 3.5. Right? They're trailing the whole game. It's 26-9 in the second half. The Rams at one point were up 26-21, trying to kick a field goal to get an 8-point lead. That one got blocked. Ultimately, they fell behind 27-26. The Rams are lined up to attempt a game-winning field goal. Not super long, a 44-yarder. There were some kicks yesterday that were blocked that looked like they're about 4 feet off the ground. I don't know what's going on with that. Anywho, so the Rams, by the way, so the game is over. It's a loss. The Rams are going to cover no matter what. They got a 44-yard. The only way the Eagles cover at this point is if they block the field goal and return it for a touchdown. And they block the field goal and return it for a touchdown. Big Jordan Davis from Georgia. Did you hear the MPH that man reached?
Like 19?
19 miles an hour. That guy's like 350, man.
Right.
But, I mean, as much as it was snagging defeat from the jaws of victory for the Rams, the backdoor, there won't be a backdoor cover in the NFL, I don't think, to match that one this year. So happy to have put him in the 5. I didn't even realize that as I was, that's how engaged I am in the 5-pack. I didn't even realize I had it, and I was looking at the store and said, man, I'd hate to have had the Rams that game. Lo and behold, I had the Eagles, so there's that. Continuing with the football fix, Chiefs avoid the hard math of 0-3. They win at the Giants last night. Lots of injuries around the league, buddy. It was not. It's not a good start to the season for you fantasy football players. James Conner out for the year, season-ending ankle injury. Expect to see a lot of the former and old Trey Benson out there in Arizona. Najee Harris carted off, ET. He had your injury, the Achilles.
Ooh.
Did you see the play?
No,
He was in behind the quarterback. He was just taking that first step
Just
to
a little
explode
step,
and be a pass, and just went down immediately.
Ooh.
Non-contact. Yeah. In that Kansas City game, I say Russell Wilson's boot. It just seems like a matter of time for Jackson Dart. Also a matter of time. Maybe Brian Daboll and Billy Napier can get in like some sort of group text. All the coaches that aren't going to have jobs here by the end of the year, because it seems like that's where it's headed. The Ben Johnson show finally showed up in Chicago. A good day for the Bears offense. Caleb Williams had a big day. The Bears get a little, I guess, what they're calling proof of concept with a win over the Cowboys yesterday. CeeDee Lamb left that game with an ankle injury and did not return. Comeback wins yesterday, stunners. Baker Mayfield, 3 weeks, 3 fourth quarter game-winning drives. And then the Packers with a bad loss on the road yesterday at Cleveland. That was another game that featured a blocked field goal, and then they won it on a 55-yarder. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by Allstate, H.M. Andy Bowers, and Mandarin. Also, a home course, the Julington Creek Golf Club. Tee it high and let it fly. Drill rolls on a next-gen roofing Monday in victory formation.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. When all the games are in the books, it's time to take a closer look. Post-game Monday, dive into Sunday's matchups and break down the key moments, surprising plays, and everything in between. Prepared by Dandy Foods on 1010XL.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
Hi, I'm Stevie Beatrice of Beatrice Plumbing. We are the plumbing team built to serve you, and we do it with clean boots, honest work, and maybe a dad joke or two. Labor Day weekend kicks off football seasons, and we're celebrating with a winning deal. Say touchdown when you call and score $75 off your first hour of service. Our championship team brings the same energy to your plumbing that you bring to game day. We are Beatrice Plumbing, and we are here to help. Call or visit BeatricePlumbing.com to book online, and let's fix what needs fixing.
Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, congratulating our Scholar Athlete of the Week,
Caleb White, senior football player at Mandarin High. Caleb is a member of the National Honor Society and won the Most Distinguished Cadet Award for the NJROTC. He's applied to Yale University.
Okay, gang, get here from my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Nobody better to take care of all your skincare needs. I'm talking anything that you might need with your... I got a hydrofacial at Beaches Dermatology that was out of this world. Talk about a great gift to give to your lovely lady or for yourself. Nobody does it better. By the way, they also want to remind you got to protect that skin, right? Especially when you're outside here in the Sunshine State, especially when you're out there for long periods of time. You know, floppy hats, sunscreen, long sleeve dry fits, whatever it takes. So you don't have to go see Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mo Surgeons. They're all great people. They'll love to see you. They'll say hello. Staff at Solana Road, second to none. Lots of locations to serve you, by the way. If something does show up on your skin, get it checked out. Don't wait. Just go to beachesdermatology.com. That's beachesdermatology.com to make your appointment. Beaches Dermatology. Nobody better for all your skincare needs.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When pests invade your home or business, you don't just need them out, you need them out fast. And you need to keep them out. At Terminix, they'll show up for you and eliminate pests quicker, just like they did at my house, because they care about what matters most to you. When pests show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a pest problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com. That's right, Terminix it.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach. Universal Roof and Contracting presents the Offensive Player of the Game. Universal Roof and Contracting. The difference is universal.
Britton Strange made the most of his opportunities on Sunday. The teal and black tight end recorded 61 yards on 6 receptions, averaging 10 yards per catch. Strange pulled the strings to lead Jacksonville to a much-needed victory and is your Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through September 30th. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. I love my propane company. They always answer when I call and give me great prices and fast service. Said no one ever.
Until now. Need propane for your home or business? Seabreeze Propane is bringing the propane as North Florida's new local propane provider. Visit SeabreezeLP.com. Seabreeze Propane. We make propane cool, brother. Oh, yeah.
Helmets and Heels is returning to Vegas. If you're heading out for the big game, join us at Circa Resort and Casino this October for a Halloween weekend football getaway, featuring Circa room discounts and a huddle up for everyone in the teal and black. Meet Helmets and Heels Friday night, October 31st, then hit the Circa Stadium Swim with temperature-controlled pools and a massive betting screen. For Circa room discounts and more information, visit the 1010XL webpage or circalasvegas.com/huddleup-up.
Beaches Jewelry and Pawn is celebrating 30 years with a huge new and used firearm sale all September. It's the perfect time to save during Florida's Second Amendment sales tax holiday. 0 sales tax on firearms at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacks Beach.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. The Jags finally beat Houston at home. Liam Cohen knows which side of the ball deserves the credit.
Obviously not playing our best football offensively. Defense kept us in it.
The Gators lose to Miami. Billy Napier, what went wrong?
Miami outplayed us, they outcoached us. Give them the credit.
At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
At 7:02 it's 74 degrees. Time and Tim brought to you by Beulah Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Beulah.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Hello, darkness, my old...
Stop! It's the remix! Till we die. Yes, sir. Yeah. Till we die. All right. Good to be here. Wasn't easy. Wasn't pretty.
got done. It got done, and it exercised some of the ghosts. The ghosts are everywhere with our Jags, and we exercised a few of them yesterday with a big win over the Houston Texans. A one-score game we won. Very nice. Very nice. Good to do it. And, you know, as much as we kept screwing up, they did make plays when they absolutely had to. Defense got a couple turnovers in this late in the game, and the offense did have one drive. And you know what? Trevor's best play of the game was with his head, not his arm, not his legs, not his head.
What, calling for that protection?
Yeah, he changed the whole play and hit Brian Thomas Jr., who caught the football. Hallelujah.
They really talked about moving ETN to that protection point. He was on the wrong, not on the wrong side, but when Trevor saw it.
He changed the whole play. It wasn't just that. It was the whole play he changed. He changed it out of a run to a pass, and the rest is history. So
that's good. That's a good, again, man, I don't know. These things are small psychological things, but you're Brian Thomas Jr. You've been booed. You've dropped everything. Here's your guy calling your number on an audible.
Yeah.
So that kind of adds a level of
that was big,
accomplishment to it. I mean,
there's a lot of things that they got to clean up. For
sure, yeah, oh yeah.
But to get that victory,
it's big, huge.
At home, at 2-0 at home, raucous crowd, very small crowd, but raucous crowd, very loud crowd, was good. It was good on a hot Sunday.
Yeah.
So. Jags get it done, man. A lot of good things happening. Look, couldn't run the ball at all, but ETN stayed with it, and they kept going. They got some big runs. Houston decided to play the let them score game. No question. They let them score from the 10-yard line.
I think it was the right move for
decided to take that route because I think what I had figured in my head.
They got it with a minute and only down 3.
A little under a minute. Yeah, it would have been under a minute.
So it's worth the trade-off for those 4 points to me.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't. You take the knee, they call timeout. You take the knee, call timeout, and then you run. Then you take the knee, you run it like 4. Yeah, down to about a minute.
Or you if you're Jacksonville, you're still.
Well, if you try and shove it in, okay, that's fair too. Yeah. If you do it that way, but if he's going to go down at the 1, I don't know if that would be the play.
Right.
Maybe it would be because if you do that, you may not get in. You may turn it over. There's 1,000. Give me 7, man.
Right.
I mean, I get it. If Houston doesn't have timeouts, it's a bad play.
I would have taken the 7 and 5.
Yeah,
I think they did the right.
I think with the 2 timeouts and the fact that was a first and goal, had that play started at the 11, then it's a different deal. But pay it off.
Well, our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day. By the way, I saw yesterday in going into the up to the Dreamfinders Homes box.
Who's that?
Todd Golden and family.
Oh, nice.
The Gator basketball.
Oh yeah,
coach.
Okay, cool.
I pleaded and begged him to beat Miami on November 16th. And I told him to run it up.
That was about the only way.
Told him we were a basketball school.
Sure, yeah.
Told him we're all in. But anyway, Dreamfinders Homes poll question today brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, of the Florida Gators, of the PGA Tour, and very soon to be the Tampa Bay Rays. I believe the vote's coming up this week.
It's a formality, no?
Yeah. By the way, go to DreamFindersHomes.com. I saw a commercial yesterday in those homes. Have you not seen those homes? And they put out what some of the monthly payments are. Very affordable, bro. Very affordable. Go find out what they can do for you at DreamFindersHomes.com. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. The Jags beat Houston finally. Which defensive player, because there wasn't nobody on offense, was the MVP of the game? Who was the MVP of the game yesterday? There's 4 to choose from.
Yeah, okay.
There are Josh Hines-Allen, there's Devin Lloyd, there's Jordan Lewis, and there's Tyson Campbell.
Yeah, it's nice to have a.
And by the way, I could have put Trayvon Walker on this list as well. He had a good game too.
To me, this is it's Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Lewis's overall impact on this defense, though, and making another place tie for the NFL lead in interceptions with 2 through 3 games. So. But it just felt like every time Houston passed yesterday, Josh Hines-Allen was disrupting it. If it weren't a sack, it was the bat. So I would go Allen if it were me.
What say you?
I got to go with 2, man. 2 is making plays for us each and
I'm okay
every
with
week.
that, too. He's probably going to win the poll.
The winner in a runaway is Jordan Lewis with 54%. Josh Hines-Allen, though, is a healthy second at 34.2%. Devin Lloyd, who really has played good football.
Yes.
Definitely the best football of his career.
Yeah.
For the Jacksonville
It's
Jaguars.
looking like a mistake not to pick up that 5th year.
And I see him making plays
in pass defense, not just run. I mean, he's always been good against the run.
Oh, that interception last week was fantastic.
Picked up a fumble yesterday, had a big hit on a little swing pass. I mean, just making plays in the pass defense. He also makes plays. That Gardeck kid, he's made some plays. Tyson Campbell, 4.3%. Tyson Campbell got beat for a touchdown, but came back.
That's right.
And caused a fumble.
I said that early when I first got here, Dan. It was a redemption day, not from last week, although you could say in the same position this time they won. It was redemption within the game. Campbell gets beat on that play to Nico Collins. I don't know if he's supposed to turn him over. It's wide open. He forced a fumble. He had another great coverage on that one on the last drive where they're trying to tie it. I mean, blanket coverage there. You had Brian Thomas Jr. couldn't catch cold all day, made the play when it mattered. You had Trevor threw it just so you can't throw interception, and then made a play with his legs to keep the drive alive. And as you said, audible to what ended up being a game-winning play. So they were able to redeem themselves within the game. And, 1-1 in one-score games, Hick. Yeah. That's a lot better than 3-10.
Yeah. Is
tied for the league lead in turnover differential. They lead the league in forced turnovers.
Is this true? Also, the Jaguars have only trailed for 18 seconds this year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that is true.
Wow.
Yeah. So these are bigger signs than, this
good signs.
Yeah, for
Very
sure.
Good signs. Very good
Again,
signs.
it's like I said last year, there's some foundation. When you lead the league in rushing and turnovers, those are foundational things here. This isn't like, you've got one player who's excelling.
Right.
Those are team stats, man. How good your team is.
Man.
9 turnovers is the one, though. I remember using this reference, Dan. 2 teams last year. I even remember the teams. Minnesota and Green Bay had forced as many turnovers in September as the Jags did all year. And now we have.
Yeah.
We had 9 last year. We already got 9.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's huge. And to have guys make plays in winning time, despite all that had gone wrong during the course of the game, is also a big step up for a team that hasn't been able to close.
Yeah. Yeah, to win the one-score game was
for sure
critical. And with the win, they get to 2-1, which is huge. And they now go to San Francisco. And that's a chance, again, to more ghosts. The West Coast Demons are out there. So
for sure.
And the Niners, for all their injuries and such, and
they're winning.
Bosa went down yesterday. I don't think he'll be able to play this week, but it wasn't the ACL, according to Shanahan. But another guy down.
We might see Mac. Could very well see Mac. The Jags have had great fortune with other guys being injured, couldn't take advantage in Cincinnati when Burrow went down early. But, we have taught the Texans. I'll give you one thing really wrong with their offense. They missed Joe Mixon.
Oh, God.
Mixon last year was terrific.
And here's the thing.
They can't run the ball.
As great of a win as it was for the Jags to get to 2-1. And it was. It's more of in a way, it's a bigger loss for the Texans.
Yeah, and I love that too.
Because statistically,
2%.
Now, one of the teams that did it was the Texans in 2018. They started 0-3. So they have some history. But again,
nobody's done it since we went to 14 teams either.
Only 4 teams since 1990 have done it, which is like 2.5%.
Well, that's just into. They're no good.
They're no good.
They're not winning. They're not turning anything around.
They look much more like a 6-11 team than an 11-6 team, and their schedule is difficult. Now, they have the Titans this week, Texans-Titans, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So that will be a good one. 0-3 against 0-3. Somebody's got to get a win. You would think it's the Texans, but the Texans are not. If you can cover Nico Collins, you can beat them.
Especially with no Tank Dell.
And the offensive line is worse than it was last year, and it was bad last year. And now their defense is good. Their defense is solid. Defense plays hard. Defense is but over a season, man, when your offense can't get things done, that stuff wears on you.
I think that this happens, Ro. I think that you can get banged down a level of execution as a quarterback when you're just constantly running for your life. It makes no sense for C.J. Stroud to look so radically different this year than he did in year one. And I was looking at some tangible stats, like the pressure type. Everything's the same except for the production. He had some bad. The interception was bad. He had Christian Kirk open. We dodged a bullet there. That corner route overthrew him about 3 or 4 yards. That could have been a devastating touchdown. So, but I don't think this is on C.J. Stroud's baseline ability. I think after a while, when you get knocked off your spot and chased around for years in a row, it looks like it certainly affects him. He does not look like the same guy.
Brian Thomas Jr., 7 catches on the year, 115 yards. It's
a good game.
All you can hope for is that last play will get him going. And who knows? I mean, it was awful yesterday. Awful.
Yeah.
And so hopefully that last play and the venting and maybe that gets him started again. It was just odd to watch. I mean, that last drop, it was ugh. And then they had an offensive game plan where they were excited about Parker Washington, and I've never seen him play like that.
He dropped a couple, too.
Holy cow.
They also had some big drops.
Yeah.
Like, guys can get open just past the first down, and unlike, trying to shade for your
Don't
quarterback.
know. We'll find out the severity of De'Ami Brown's injury today, but that's a big loss. Travis Hunter had a nice play for the first time that counted, where we saw his athletic ability on display. That was big. 21 yards. He played again, 80-some snaps. Was on the field a lot. Did not have a great day on defense, I don't think, when I was watching.
He didn't really get victimized. He just hadn't made a play on.
Yeah, Nico Collins. It's the slants are tough in the NFL to cover, but
he's
anyway,
so big. The size difference.
Yeah, it was like a 6'8" power forward against a 6'1" guard, and they look different. So anyway, nonetheless, a great victory and a huge victory for the Jaguars. So certainly one to celebrate. And now we think about the next time they're at the bank, big party, Monday Night Football. So that's coming up. So a lot of folks will be in attendance. We're just getting warmed up on a Monday, though. Lots of football to discuss here going through. But JAGS, get her done. Nice shirt today.
You like that?
How many? He's got a Dassa Dub T-shirt, and when I asked him how many did you order, he gave the perfect answer. 12.
12.
Because he said 12 and 5, so he's ordered 12 Dassa Dub. So far, he's got 2 accounted for.
All right, well done. Well done. Things are happening right here. This is The Draw on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
All right, gang, forget the names, all the favorites. Forget them. Cross them all off. Start over. Heisman Trophy voters, including yours truly, start all over. Take names like Reuben Bain Jr. and Fernando Mendoza and Dante Moore and Caleb Downs and Ahmad Hardy. Start looking at those names because the Heisman Trophy goes to the most outstanding college football player in the country. And what do we always say? The danger is being on the list or being the favorite in August and September because inevitably you can only go down. And that's what all the favorites have done. Arch Manning and DJ Lagway, all going way down the list. So here are a bunch of names that you got to start paying attention to. It may be a strange year in Heisman Trophy voting land.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Win or lose, nothing's off limits for us.
Picking a roster on the live Swamp Sessions podcast right after every Gator football game.
We'll bring out insight, analysis, and Gator passion.
Live stream from Voodoo Brewing Company.
1010XL social channels.
Driven by Atlantic Infinity.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Hickett here. Everything seems to be expensive these days, right? It's awfully tough to, quote, save money. But if you could, would you at least find out? That's what I did with Craig and Chris Kaprowski with Goosehead Insurance. They actually found me a great homeowner's insurance policy. It didn't take 50 or 100, but hundreds of dollars off my monthly mortgage payment. What about auto insurance? Sort of like cable. If you don't look at it every year, it just goes up without explanation. Not with the Kaprowskis. They give you an explanation and constantly look for better alternatives. And one more thing about working with the Kaprowskis. You know how once you go online and you get a quote from an insurance company, then the hundreds of emails flood your way? Not with them. So be it auto, flood, renters, homeowners, boats, small business, or life insurance, get a checkup today. They'll be very upfront, let you know if they can help. Easy to get a hold of. Craig.Kaprowski at Goosehead.com. That's Craig.Kaprowski, Koproski at Goosehead.com, or call them 478-8422. That's 478-8422. The Craig and Chris Kaprowski, part of the Goosehead Insurance family, and they're part of our family as well.
If fishing is in your DNA, hop in the boat with Captain Kevin. It's the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show, brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Royal Pest Services.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Fumbled your fender? EV took a hit? Guardian Collision is your MVP with certified expert auto body repair for any electric vehicle. Guardian Collision. They guard what moves you. Visit GuardianCollision.com.
Frank Frangie here for Coyle & Sons Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Remember the 2017 AFC Championship game when Miles Jack wasn't down? Do you know what else isn't down? Fences installed by Coyle. Their fences have been standing tall here in Jacksonville for nearly a century. Since 1927, Coyle has been the fencing leader in Northeast Florida. If you're in the market for a new fence, I recommend calling Coyle & Sons today at 904-356-4821, CoyleJacks.com. That's C-O-Y-L-E, Jacks.com. Coyle Fencing, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and fight to make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have the experience you want if you or a loved one suffer a car or trucking accident or wrongful death. Just call 904-HIT-BACK and we'll help you get up and hit back. Office is Jacksonville.
As a contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is key to project success. Prosser here. Guys, that's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC experts, but your partner, understanding every facet of construction to keep your project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early before they cause delays. If you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple years ago. When it's smooth as silk, Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. Was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Plan ahead this year and order your home holiday decorating from Kuhn Flowers. They'll take care of all your Christmas tree setup, lighting, and decorating hassles. This is Frank Frangie. Call on Kuhn Flowers. They'll do it all this fall.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it! Yeah! Yeah! We got sports concepts. We got sports rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. He says it's razzle dazzle. What do you got this week?
I got a pair of tickets to see Peter Frampton at the St. Augustine Amphitheater on Wednesday, October 29th.
Oh, you don't understand Peter Frampton, man. That goes back to my youth. Oh,
Oh.
Show me the way. Unbelievable. Can't stand it no more.
You can see a certain amount of fight in this football team that just wasn't there last year. And if you think that Liam Cohen didn't tell, he may have said something to us publicly. I suspect that Liam Cohen told his football team, if I see anything from them to us, y'all better respond.
They did.
And you should.
Trevor was pointed, we're not going to get bullied anymore. We're, and when he says that, obviously that meant they got bullied in the past. He wouldn't say that part, but that part was obvious. That part was obvious, and it's no more Mr. Nice Guy around these parts, and that's just the way it should be. You fight back. I 100% agree with it. I was, in fact, somewhat surprised by Trevor saying we don't like them, and but surprised in a positive way. Good. You shouldn't.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Go beat them. Good.
There's only certain way. There's only that bullying. I mean, the bully has to come from the bullies, and the quarterbacks aren't the bullies, right?
Right.
But it was. We said it last year, and it was true. That was a pitiful coming to his defense last year on that play.
It wasn't great.
That should have been a bench-clearing brawl.
Had to be.
10 people were ejected.
And by the way, the head coach didn't want that.
No, and he walked across the field and hugged the opposing quarterback.
No, he should have wanted that, and that was...
That's right. And so I really, again, I'm not saying they went out there with some, vendetta per se.
But they went toe-to-toe.
Don't back down.
With a physical football team, and they didn't look...
Out-physicaled.
Out-physicaled.
On either line of scrimmage.
No.
The offensive line against a real good D-line held up okay.
Yes.
2 sacks. Trevor had to avoid some pressure, but nothing. For the most part, he had plenty of time to pass. We just couldn't. Yesterday, we couldn't catch.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the transaction wire. Wait for us to sign wide receiver Billy Butterfingers.
Offense ain't great.
No, it's not.
Offense
It's not
ain't
humming. It's not in rhythm yet. But
Trevor's okay. He's not great. He's okay. He's got to play better. He knows it. We know it. I mean, statistically, he's down at the bottom of the NFL.
Yeah, he's better than his stats, but better still to come, or needs to be better still to come for sure.
If it isn't, then we're not going to go where we want to go. He has to be. I mean, percentage-wise, he's like, I mean, we're talking 25 to 30 stuff. 55% of his passes. Again, I get the drops thing. I understand. I don't need to hear. I also know who else is second and third and fourth in drops, so it's a moot point to me. But anyway.
But if they lost the game yesterday,
that interception was horrid.
It would have literally been because of the receiver drops.
Yes. Although that interception was horrid.
It was hard for sure.
And that
you throw it 40 times and they pick one off.
Yeah, can't do it.
Yeah,
can't do it. Not there. Not at the 50 either. So,
an odd decision.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the defense had their back. Tyson Campbell made a play. They got the ball back. Trevor.
Defense definitely had their back.
It was a redemption Sunday with inside the game. Trevor throws that pick, and yet he responds audibles. Like I said, Tyson Campbell gets burned, then he makes the game-winning play.
Yes.
Brian Thomas Jr. can't catch cold, catches a very important pass. And again, the confidence bestowed him in that audible. Hopefully that pays off a little bit.
Liam Cohen killed my kicker, which ticked me off because I was hoping for the perfect season.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
I thought about that.
He killed him. That was Liam Cohen's fault. He should admit it. You can't go back and forth, dude. And it was a no-brainer. You kick it at that point. In that game, 10-3.
Yeah, I would say so.
You kick the ball.
What happened? The clock almost ran out. They had to call timeout.
Yeah.
That's how it went.
Kill my guy.
Yeah.
My guy's ready. Let's go. And the other thing.
That was a big 3, too. We needed those.
I did a post-game show down there at the end of the game.
Jag sessions, you called it.
In the tunnel. Jag sessions been on a lot longer than swamp sessions. I'll tell you that. and the wind was howling.
It was coming left to right. You don't feel it in the stadium.
I mean, I'm just saying.
When I left, I
watched. By the way, Tommy. So I was thinking that must have what Tommy Townsend had terrible punts. Logan Cook didn't have great punts.
Fairbairn did the same thing on the missed field goal.
So
it's clearly
that way. The wind was a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, it was howling.
No, when I left the stadium, I could really feel it just whipping down Bay. That left, the way those kicks missed coming left to right. So the ball got up above the stadium.
I can't do directions, but I'm telling you, when I was in that tunnel,
it was blowing hard toward the Jag sideline.
Yeah, so
hard.
Not excuses, but I will bet you if you ask any of those kickers or punters yesterday how much the wind was a factor, I bet they would tell you a great deal. Because you're right, Fairbairn never misses, he missed one. Cam never misses, he missed one. The punters were not good. I mean, there was like a 30 and a 20-yard. Wasn't there like a 20-yard punt by Tommy Townsend on one of them?
Or maybe 31. It was terrible. That first one was just awful.
Yeah, there were some bad punts.
Through 3 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Jags are 8th in the league in total offense, 356 a game.
Yeah.
The scoring hasn't necessarily, and I think that's what you speak to when there's just they're not. Here's the beautiful thing though: they're not this, that, or the other, but they're 2-1. Without being able to do this or having this mistake in past years, feels like we'd have been 1-2 or 0-3. I will say this: 100% the Jags find a way to lose that game yesterday for the last 7 years. They find a way to lose yesterday's game to the same team in the same circumstance. Once they hit that tying touchdown, it would have been game over. They had them the whole time. They could have extended. When the Texans hit that ball to go 10-10 in the fourth, in years past, you get a real healthy assumption that would have done it. We'd be 1-2 and off to the what-if land. Because we said all along, really, if you could manage 2 and 3 for the first 5, it wouldn't be catastrophic. Well, now you're in a much better position. Getting that home win over the Texans, we've been saying it since the schedule came out. It's a huge win. So, the only stat yesterday is the W, man.
Yeah. Yeah. But then conversely, when we don't win, then, it's the same thing. It works the same way, right?
You got to win the game.
You got to win.
Sure.
And if you win, then that's great. And if you're 18 seconds away from being 3-0, that's even better. And, if this is starting to sink in, and look, we had said, historically, you can't have 10 one-score losses. And so if you can just fix that alone, that's going to get you to 7 wins, 7, 8 wins. Now, if you get better, You get a couple more, then then you can get to 8, 9. 12, I don't know.
Man, come on, man.
That's fine. 12, I don't know.
That's a dub. Let's get to 12.
Let's get to 12, baby.
Yeah.
I already got 2.
We were getting to 12 before yesterday.
Huh?
I said we were getting to 12 without a win yesterday.
No. One more thing in the 10-minute drill as we wrap through sports concepts and rationalizations. One of the great things about, by the way, it's Ryder Cup week.
Yes, it is.
That's exciting.
That'd be fun.
What a great week for sports. One of the great things about being from Jacksonville is, all the great athletes who are from here, and you, if you get to know them, it's kind of cool. You root for them. I mean, and I'm talking about the ones who go out into the, not the ones who grow up here and then go to Florida State, which is awesome. I'm talking about the ones who grow up here and then go out and play professionally somewhere far away. And, you lose sight of them.
Lose track of them.
Yeah,
Sure.
but every now and then you're
in
reminded.
all sports, in a lot of sports.
Yeah. Well, I got reminded yesterday with a young man that I just have always rooted for. Went to Ponte Vedra High School. Real overachiever. I always
is this the hacky sack play?
Yeah, real overachiever. Not just that one.
Yeah, he had two.
Went to Florida, even better. Gator family.
Yeah,
man, grinded his way to the big leagues and really known for his defense. Very good defensive player. Fast, always fast. Yesterday, he knifed me in the back. Just knifed me in the back. I'm talking about Jacob Young, Ponte Vedra High School, University of Florida, plays for the Nats. And
he's kind of established himself now as a starting outfielder in the league, hasn't he? Does he start every game?
He's like 3-4 outfielder.
Okay.
Number 3, number 4.
Okay. I see him a lot.
Yeah. My guy hits one deep to center field. Brett Beatty is back. He hits it. He's not going to. He jumps. He leaps up over the fence and brings it back into play. It falls down to his feet, so my guy's going to be second, third base, whatever. He kicks it with his foot up into the air and then catches it.
Like a hacky sack.
So it's an out.
Do you know what a hacky sack is, E?
Yeah.
Then
in the 9th inning, E, we're down a run, and my guy, Francisco Alvarez, hits a home run, a game-tying home run, and again, he goes up over the fence and brings it back and gets him out. I mean, SOS. I mean, and I use the letters loosely. Son of a gun.
Son of a beast.
What is SOS? Son of a...
I didn't want to say B.
I gotcha. That's what you...
But anyway, yeah, so Jacob Young, I mean, God bless you. I hate you. I hate your guts.
Yeah.
I hate everything about you. I'm sorry. It's harsh.
I don't have to tell Mets fan what's happening to the Mets, but man, it's these teams you should beat is what's going to ultimately kill you.
Yeah,
these last place teams.
I told you this for a month. I know it's a 2-3 month period here. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that.
Well, there is 1 week left, and just to clarify, it's the Mets and Reds now tied for the final wild card. The same thing's going on in the American League. The Astros are playing their way right out of the postseason. The Tigers are playing their way out of the postseason.
The only person I hate more than Jacob Young is Taylor Dahl.
Wow.
Yeah, I hate her. Oh, God. In fact,
Taylor Dahl, you hate?
If she's lucky, I don't post the Packer picture 100,000 times.
She's a Bears fan, and she is photographed in a Aaron Rodgers jersey. She hated that more than you hated walking up to the corner.
Yeah, she
more than anything.
Yeah,
she is Chicago now.
And I hate her so much.
I mean, that's a harsh word.
I hate her. I hate the Chicago gutless Cubs.
Oh, because
who
of
got
the Reds?
swept by the Reds.
Yeah.
4 games and chose not to hit. Lay down.
That's her fault?
She loves the Cubs.
You hate her because the Cubs got swept.
Yes.
Wow. Strong words.
I'm going to be honest.
All right.
Is that fair?
I
feel like we got to cleanse the palate and give something away here.
Leave me out of that.
Cleanse.
I said whatever. Cleanse, clean. I meant to go clean, and then I was going to say cleanse, and I ended up with clean.
That'll work.
Word.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Why not?
Put an E on the end. The same thing.
Okay. E641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct, and let's pray that hate away.
You do that, you get you a pair of tickets to see Peter Frampton. He's going that's at St. Augustine Amphitheater Wednesday, October 29th. 904-641-1010. I'll at your boy.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hey, Jacksonville, Rick Ballou here. Small business owners need trucks and vans to keep your business moving? Jacksonville Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram Westside has Ram 1500s to heavy-duty 2500s, ProMasters, and custom uplifts ready to work. Visit them on Commonwealth Avenue or go online to jackswest.com. Jacksonville Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram Westside, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars and your local partner for work-ready vehicles.
Hey, Hickett here for Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where, man, it's good to be right. Football fans, you know every game counts, including one tonight, Ravens and Lions. Oh, that's going to be a lot of fun, man. Look at Lamar. What's he going to do? What about Jared Goff? What's he going to do? Jahmyr Gibbs. Lots of guys to choose from. Here's how you play, and you know, you pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get the picks right, man, you cash in. Prize Picks also offers injury reboots. If one of your players leaves the game in the first half, Prize Picks won't count as a loss. They also invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money, even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Download the app today. Use code 1010XL. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code 1010XL. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, baby! It's good to be right.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL is served by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
Has someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI, domestic violence, and all criminal offenses. In your battle with the justice system, there's only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645. 354-5645.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Game days aren't the only win happening in the 904. Best of Bold City named 904 Gutters with a Z the #1 seamless gutter company in Duval. Like the team's O-line protects their QB. Call the winning team at 904 Gutters with a Z to protect your home from the rain.
Unlike those big corporate-owned stores, Beard's Diamonds doesn't rely on AI to help you find the right diamond. Beard's Diamonds specializes in DI, Diamond Intelligence. As Town Center's only locally owned jeweler with international connections, Beard's Diamonds is the smart choice for choosing the right jewelry for any occasion. Our Diamond Intelligence comes from years of helping your Jacksonville neighbors and connecting them to beautiful, dazzling diamonds from top designers like Tacori and Verragio. Diamond Intelligence is about finding the diamond that expresses what words can't and leaves her speechless. And Diamond Intelligence is tapping into partners from around the globe to find your true treasure without the middleman markups and bottom-line algorithms. Come experience the local, loyal, and helpful difference of Beard's Diamonds in Town Center, home of Diamond Intelligence. There's nothing artificial about it. Beard's Diamonds, proud to be Jacksonville's jeweler at the St. John's Town Center.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Sunday featured 7 NFL games in which the game-winning score came within the final 3 minutes of the fourth quarter, the most such games in a single day since the 1970 merger.
Oh, that sounds fun. It felt like it. Yeah, there's some weird Green Bay may look like on this one and say, what?
Ooh.
You can't lose to Cleveland there. I tell you one thing that is that poor Cleveland defense. Those guys are monsters. And the O is so terrible. But that Cleveland defense is number one. Myles Garrett already has 4 sacks. They have the best defense in the league. So, yeah, they'll be in every game.
And, the Bucks are cruising to it. It's 23-6. And obviously the Jags game ended. I'm doing all kinds of work. I get back to the station, and it's 29-27. Then I saw how they won. They had to drive the field, score a game winner because the Jets blocked a field goal, took it to the house. The Eagles cover the spread because they block a field goal, take it to the house.
Bad beat there. They were down 26. By the way, I didn't even know. I had the Eagles in the 5-pack.
Oh, you did?
How about that?
A great win. Yeah.
And I also had the Chargers in the 5-pack, who had no business winning.
Denver's winning that game, and all of a sudden the Chargers win. San Fran, Arizona, Calais Campbell, what a stud, makes another play, gets a safety. Arizona takes the lead.
They holding.
They
called holding on the guy that
they
was
let
blocking.
Mac Jones drive it down, and Eddie Pinheiro kicks a game-winning field goal for San Francisco. They win by a point.
Ricky Pearsall's third in the league in receiving.
Yeah.
Mac is something about playing here just didn't sit.
Well,
Shanahan is a quarterback whisperer.
Yeah, and hopefully playing here helped him revive, get him opportunity. Look, he's going to be in the league a long time, so
the book on Mac and what he has to avoid, he doesn't get the same grace that a number 1 pick like Trevor gets, is the consistency.
Right.
Like Mac will have a week where he throws for 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks, and then the next week he'll be 9 for 21 for 111.
He didn't have great numbers yesterday,
but he won the game. He got him down the field. He had a nice play to Pearsall, a nice long one to Pearsall.
4 touchdowns, 1 pick in 2 games, so they're doing fine without him. We got a great game tonight. Carson Wentz had a good game yesterday, but the dude on the Vikings had an all-timer that
Isaiah Rodgers.
Yeah, and never been done before.
He had an interception return for a touchdown. He had
a pick six is enough.
That's a good game.
That's a game ball.
He also had a fumble return
for a touchdown.
We got to come up with, what do we call that? If the interception return for a touchdown is a pick six, we need to come up with a little catchy little.
Usually it's a scoop and score.
Yeah, scoop and score.
But not necessarily.
Okay, well,
maybe it wasn't.
Yeah, so he gets the fumble, and then on top of that, you say he forced 2 fumbles?
Yes.
He had like a historic day.
Dude, he was unbelievable.
Think he'll be Defensive Player of the Week?
Yes. But anyway, Marcus Mariota had a real nice game, and filling in. And that's what you want from your backup quarterback.
That's right. Give me a game.
If you get your backup quarterback where you can win me a game, keep me afloat. But I guess the story of the NFL season so far is got to be, I guess they're calling him Indiana Jones because he plays for the Colts.
Good for him.
And I mean,
good for him.
71% of his passes, he's playing mistake-free football.
Mistake-free football.
And Jonathan Taylor is off to a great start.
Leads the league in rushing.
So you add him.
Their defense, though, has just been tremendous.
Yeah,
so
you add him into the mix. They got good receivers. That Tyler Warren's a good rookie tight end that they had fall into their lap. So, Daniel Jones is playing really good football.
I like that, Indiana Jones.
Yeah, they call him Indiana Jones.
Well, he's third in the league. He's third in the league in passing yards. He's got 3 touchdowns, no pick, and his passer rating of 111.7 is number 5 behind Lamar. Let's throw out Wentz and Mariota because they haven't played them all. Yeah. It's Lamar, the guys that are playing every week. Mm-hmm. Lamar, Goff, Jones.
Yeah. There are 12 quarterbacks right now with a 100 rating or better, and Baker Mayfield's 99.5 and Matthew Stafford's 98.5. So I don't know how they figure the rating. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I mean, Lamar is damn near 136.6. Now he plays tonight, so you got to think it's going to come down, but who knows? I mean, who knows? And Jared Goff, by the way, is 125.1. He's thrown 6 touchdowns with 1 pick. So
there aren't many quarterbacks who have played all 3 games and have yet to throw a pick. There's like 5 of them.
Yeah.
And Daniel Jones is one of them, that being the point.
Haven't thrown a pick?
One. Yeah. Wow. Josh Allen is one. Again, guys that have played all 3 games. There have been some guys who have, if you get to the zeros here, you've got Baker has thrown 0. Daniel Jones 0, Josh Allen 0, Jalen Hurts 0, and that's it. Those are the only 4.
Did you watch much of the Chiefs last night?
Hey, bored me to sleep, man.
Okay, well,
I that was fun.
I'm wondering this out loud. And did you watch it? I want your opinion.
Some of it.
Okay, is Mahomes' arm strength not the same? Is there anything to that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
I can tell.
Yeah, okay.
It hasn't jumped out at me, but I don't know. it was always his creativity to me. I don't.
For sure.
But did he miss on a long one?
Well, no, but he's epic with the. Remember you stand in the stadium and you throw it to the third deck and things like that.
Yeah.
So there's no doubting that, but it just I don't know.
They just don't look good. They just
and they won. They got going, and they won 22-9. But Mahomes is 23rd in rating. He's 83. He's got 3 touchdowns only. Look, I know he's missing guys. I get that. But he's completing 59% of his passes. He's only thrown for 669 yards. It's just a little surprising to me.
Scatterboo's fun to watch, though.
He finally had it was kind of his debut last night, really.
Here's the problem with the Giants. Indiana Jones is 3-0, and Saquon Barkley's 3-0.
Oh. Yeah, they're just inept.
That's your backfield.
Yeah, you're just inept.
If you had the same players now with those two, you might be 3-0.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they got good players, dude. They got Dexter Lawrence.
The offense.
The Penn State
Carter.
kid, Abdul Carter.
Has he got off to a good start?
Thibodeau. Brian Burns.
Dang.
I mean, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That is a heck of a defensive line right there.
Well, it's the defensive line that gave up like
Neighbors,
50 to the Cowboys.
Even the running backs, again, is it Tyrone Tracy and Scatterboo?
Yeah.
They got good players, man. It's just a matter of time till. Danger Russ throws for 450. It just bought him another week. It's coming.
All right, let's take a quick time out and come back on the other side and tell me why I shouldn't be beyond frustrated and now mad that University of Florida athletic director and the university as a whole sits on their hands and allows one more minute to pass without giving Billy Napier his thanks for playing walking papers. I think it's a negative effect keeping him. I think it's a negative. I don't think if you fire him, you create chaos and negativity. I think you compound the Bermuda Triangle of failure the longer. He's lost his privilege of stepping on our campus, Dan. You've lost that privilege. You were a massive swing and miss. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let Steve Spurrier Jr. coach the team. Something's got to happen. No? Yeah. Okay, well, I guess I handled the next segment now, but we'll be back with more on the Next Gen Roofing Monday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. There's a magic in live radio that crackles with life and energy.
Let's go home!
Your home for live play-by-play is 1010XL.
This is Jennifer Marion at Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville, and now's the time to drive away in luxury.
That's right, Jennifer. The $7,500 tax credit ends this month. It's your last month to take advantage of this incredible opportunity.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, drive the all-new electric Optique, Lyric, and Vistique. They are all in stock and ready to drive today.
See all of our inventory at Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.com or visit us on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent you.
Hey, Jacksonville, Hicken here with a game changer, gang. We've tested the field, man, at Checkmate Coatings. Winner, chicken dinner. They're the new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings. Better play, better results. I can give you a million reasons, but I'll start with the owner, Brendan. He's the owner of Checkmate Coatings, and man, oh man, does he know floor coatings. Listen, you want to use Checkmate Coatings, you want to get that garage floor of yours coated. It is unbelievable. It sets you up with just a terrific, endless possibilities with what you can do with that garage. You can make it a sports bar, you can work out in there, you can put ping pong table, whatever you want to do, man. Your garage becomes an extra room in your house, man, and they'll do your patio, they'll do your driveway, they'll do your pool deck. That's what they do. Slam dunk those floors. More information, checkmatecoatings.com, checkmatecoatings.com. They're Checkmate Coatings, man. They're your floors missing piece. Da-da-da-da.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, call Sam, Harry, or Joe at AA Automotive on Richard Street. From oil changes to complex engine repairs, AA Automotive promises expert service and honest pricing from a local family biz. AA Automotive on Richard Street.
Listening that fits your schedule perfectly.
Absolutely brilliant.
Go on demand.
Ad-free shows after the live show's end.
How about that? Channel 5.
Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Search where you find podcasts.
Maxed out on credit cards, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage.
No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
Hey, Hicken here. Celebrate the month of September with our friends at Zero Res and get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $139 plus the 4th room free. Take $100 off your air duct cleaning as well. Book online at zerosjacksonville.com and take advantage of these huge savings.
Tired of high energy bills? Replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now with the big BOGO event. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires September 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Oh, man. Turnovers with Antonio Johnson's game-sealing interception yesterday, by the way. The Jaguars have produced 3 takeaways in 3 straight games. For the first time in franchise history, man. That is saying something. Listen, they always say turnovers are contagious. Clearly they are around these parts, considering what did we have all of last year? 8? I mean, my gosh, by the defense, already with 9, that's unbelievable. 7 interceptions, 2 fumbles. Congratulations, Jaguars defense. Keep on balling. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by another winner, Lift Power. Always on the lookout for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians. The benefits in Jacksonville are unbelievable. 401k, company vehicle paid, training, sign-on bonus. One of the reasons why Lift Power year in and year out is voted one of the best places to work. They're rapidly growing. They've been family-owned and operated for 50-plus years, serving the Jacksonville area. And, man, they have opportunities there. If you're thinking about a career change, what a time to do it. The opportunity's there. Learn more by visiting liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
I've been made aware of kind of an interesting Daily's Double Take, brought to you by The Dash. We'll be at The Dash tomorrow to give away those 10-packs, baby. Get them. Still time to fill in your chance to win for what could now be a rockin' fun Monday nighter. But I've been made aware of this. The UNF softball program. They've got a grad student transfer outfielder this year who we'll see started her career at Mercer and USF.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what kind of impact she makes here with the Lady Ospreys. Her name is Hallie Langford.
Okay.
Which would be Wyatt's wife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Still playing college softball.
Yeah. Yeah.
You love the sport, man. Your husband's traveling all around the country making millions of dollars playing baseball.
Yeah, I would have guessed sister had I, if you say, hey, did you see the Langford on the team and you did the due diligence? But yeah, the graduate student there, Hallie Langford, is on the UNF softball team, and her husband Ryan Langford has been pretty good, hadn't he? Been a pretty good start to his career.
Yeah,
I feel like it. I'm not, following. I was kind of rooting for. I kind of like the Rangers. I don't know, for some reason, kind of rooting for them down the stretch. Man, the collapses in baseball, and you don't want to talk about yours. I get it, but in the American League, same thing. Houston has given away all their streak, man. I mean, Houston
it's
is
not Houston. It's Detroit.
Houston did lose 3 at home to Seattle to fall.
This is the greatest collapse in the history of divisional play. The Guardians were 15 and a half games behind.
Yeah.
And they lost yesterday, or they would have been tied with them. And they have 3 games starting with Detroit. So, Detroit is reeling.
Cleveland will win the division. Atlanta just went to Detroit. They can't beat, Joey Wentz and Bryce Elder. They had leads in 2 of the games, and they let the lowly Atlanta Braves come back and beat them. And the Braves have, of course, won 7 in a row when it doesn't matter. So, yay Braves. Snitker. Oh, I'm sorry, 8 in a row, not 7. My bad. 8 in a row.
Good. Bring them back.
0.0% playoff. That's so sad. We pulled within
0.0.
Pulled within 7.
Blutarsky level.
That's correct. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. The Marlins clinging to that 0.1% chance. 4 games out of the. But the problem, whatever. That's enough baseball. We each have our play sources. I've been told 2 weeks on Napier. I don't know why 2 weeks would be the magic. Due
well,
date.
I saw a report yesterday that you save $1 million or something.
If you wait 2 weeks?
That is something like that.
Yeah, well, it's in that. I mean, there is no way that Billy Napier is the head coach at Florida next year.
No.
So it's just and how to properly time it for the best of your program and university is something that I don't trust at all the powers to be down in Gainesville to execute. So however the coaching change comes, Scott Strickland's resume says he'll choose the wrong guy, and he'll do it the wrong way, because wrong way Strickland is all he's been outside of a Zoom interview with Todd Golden. Everything else the guy's touched down there to lead programs, according to what you tell me, because I don't pay as much attention to the other sports. Billy Napier's the worst hire in Florida history.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, we'll just keep it to football, because football is by far the most important sport. This guy is the worst of worst. And DJ Lagway, you know what? And I almost... There was a day, Hick, where you felt tempered about college criticism.
Yeah.
But when your quarterback is driving a $250,000 vehicle and is making $3 million, I think it's fair to say DJ Lagway is, based on educated assumption, not on a recruiting ranking, or he's the most disappointing. He's the biggest disappointment in Florida, not football, Florida athletics history. Nobody has had more expected based on what we see and know, and performed more poorly than Mr. 59 down there, DJ Lagway, who can't throw for 100 yards in big games.
Yeah.
And, again, he's leading Coach Doofus's offense, and, the Gators are terrible. One side is good. The side that Billy has nothing to do with.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing to do with it.
The offense had 32 yards at the half. They were terrible. There was no – it was a bad game. It was a bad game, bad loss, and to the victors go the spoils. Miami, LSU, both 3 and 4 in the country, and next up Texas, and we'll probably lose that game as well. And we, Billy says back to the drawing board. My question is, why do you give him a drawing board anyway?
What drawing board?
There shouldn't be a drawing board.
What do you mean back to the
drawing board?
drawing board?
To go back to the drawing board. So
do they ever get aggressive with him in these press conferences?
Yeah,
they do. He's just nonplussed. That's just his mentality. He knows I will say this about Billy. He's aware. He knows how terrible he's doing. He's going to completely understand when he's fired.
Yeah,
he's not the guy, man.
No, he's not.
Not the guy.
Not the guy. He's just in every way, shape, or form, he's not the guy, and he has no. Lady Luck doesn't know Billy Napier. He never gets any of that. And they're down 3 starters on the defensive line, and they played fairly decent football. But Miami will point out, if not for an inadvertent whistle, they would have been up 20 to nothing or 20-7, whatever that was. I mean, they kicked us. They kicked us good, and the offensive line was not good again. And Lagway was not going to throw an interception, so he was very cautious. So he was just checked down all night, threw for 57 yards in the game. It's
pitiful.
It's not good. And we got
that's pitiful.
The receiver. I mean,
he's built a
good.
terrible. And the worst of his week may be those 3 hours. he doesn't have any talent either. That's also on him.
Well, he has talent. He has plenty of talent. He has a lot of talent on that football team. Yeah. Trey Wilson caught 61 balls 2 years ago.
That was with him.
For 600 yards and
what's
6
happened?
touchdowns. I don't know. It's offense, I'm assuming.
The feel-good moment of the weekend came when Milwaukee won the division. And their manager, Pat Murphy, gathered his boys around before the champagne started flowing, pulled out a piece of paper, unfolded it, and read his team in a locker room a letter from Bob Uecker.
Yeah.
Howdy, boys. Never doubt you. Uecker passed earlier this summer. Howdy, boys. Never doubt you get this invitation. You did it by believing. Really miss you guys. I wish I was there. Things are good. The God Almighty picked me up to be on his team up here, albeit as a third catcher. It's a great league. No day games after night games, no shadows. But you get all the sticky you need to have up here. Told the big guy about you guys. Play hard every night. Not afraid to play for each other. He's very interested with this group and this uncommon goodness. I know you guys don't really need me, but I'll tell you, I'll be on the headset every night watching. And don't forget to take it all in, enjoy, and keep it light, believe in each other. So a posthumous letter from, he loved those Milwaukee Brewers.
He did.
He up there forever, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fred Taylor next, the Monday morning running back. Jags win. We're in victory formation on a next-gen roofing Monday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, Fred Taylor is now in 1010XL's backfield.
Fred Taylor with 2 touchdowns.
Fred Taylor joins Dan and Jeff on The Drill. Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins and Monahan Jewelers on 1010XL.
Hey, Hickett here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bowdine Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like Evo implantable Collamer lenses, refractive lens exchange, and, of course, classic LASIK. It's designed to fit your life. Picture-perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day. Gang, it's easier than you think. Here's what you do. You call now and you get a free screening. That's right, free screening from Bowdine Associates. They're Bowdine Associates. They're keeping the First Coast focused.
This is Hayes Carlion, here from a driver who made the smart move to buying a vehicle from Atlantic Infinity.
Hayes, this is my second Infinity, so I knew exactly what I wanted. And Atlantic Infinity made it so easy for me. The GM Dwayne had my new ride ready to go, and I was in and out of the dealership in about 30 minutes. The Atlantic Infinity promise just sealed the deal for me. It's $2,500 in added value, including roadside assistance. I am so happy with my new car.
Atlantic Infinity, Atlantic, near St. John's Bluff.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com.
The boys are back in the kitchen.
Let's start the barbecue without me.
Joe, Matt, and Leon give you plenty to chew on during lunchtime. Freshly baked bread from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios.
Thank you for lunch, boys.
Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
Hey, Hickett here for Action Garage Door. Premium parts, premium service for the life of your doors. Nothing more frustrating than your garage door misfiring, and mine never does. I call Action Garage Door because they take action immediately. Jeff Bernard, his crew, Jacksonville folks. Not some big out-of-town chain that you have to go through. Call Jeff. His people are on it. They're right now to celebrate, by the way, 25 years in Jacksonville. That means something, by the way. They tune, lube, and inspect your garage door free. Just give them a call. I've been in my house for 23 years. I got my garage door a couple years ago. Man, folks commented all the time. It looks great. It improves curb appeal. And by the way, the garage door openers from today, it features smart home integration, quiet operation, and added security. Something goes wrong with your garage door, take action with Action Garage Door. Here's what you do. So easy to get a hold of, easy to remember. Garage Door 911. That's all you got to type in. GarageDoor911.com. They're Action Garage Door. And check them out at GarageDoor911.com.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Since 1901, generations of skilled union workers have built the backbone of our community. Hospitals, schools, the buildings where you work. Every year, a new apprentice class of Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians is stepping up. trained, driven, and ready to do great things. They're not just building our city, they're building their future. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to become a member or contractor today.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the Botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations, Julington Creek, Jax Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine, and over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing, or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the Botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
The doctors at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists have resolved my hip and foot issues, and I'm back to training for the 2028 Olympics in LA. This is Garrett Scantling, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is David Garrard. Following my knee surgeries and recovery, I'm continuing to feel great and would recommend Southeast Orthopedic to anyone who's experiencing orthopedic pain.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Lone Pronto Jags. The Jags win over the Texans, so takeaways continue to be a major factor.
The fact that we take the ball away, give us so many opportunities to go and have extra possessions.
FSU got the type of win expected over Kent State. They go into conference contests with playmakers.
This is an offense and a program that's built for playmakers. We got some great playmakers within it.
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 8:05 and 74 degrees. Time until brought to you by Beulah Aaron Plum.
1010XL. Presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farrah doesn't flinch. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line. Hello. Your floor's missing piece. Now, Dan and Jeff hand it off to our halfback.
Fred Taylor, every time he touches it, he's a candidate to go the distance.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein & Robbins DUI defense firm and Monahan Jewelers on 1010XL.
All right, Jags win. Victory formation. It's a wonderful Monday around these parts. 2-1. Tight game. They got it done in the fourth quarter when they had to. We get Fred Taylor's intake each and every Monday from the man, the greatest Jag. Freddie, how are you?
I'm good, man. Good morning.
Morning, Fred. Morning.
Hopefully,
Good morning. Good morning,
Freddie, you weren't in South Florida on Saturday night, were you?
Yeah, I was in South Florida on Saturday. I made my way up to Jacksonville about 4 or 5 in the morning Sunday to do the Jags game. You know, life is about balance, right? I didn't get what I wanted Saturday, but I got what I wanted Sunday. You know, all things considered, man, and keeping things in perspective, you win some, you lose some.
Thank you, Freddie, for that perspective. I, on the other hand, punched myself in the face 10 times while I was watching that game. But anyway, we're here to talk about the Jacksonville Jags.
We have to learn what our stressors are. And right now, a 1-3 Gator team would equate to... It would be a trigger. So, you know, you have to kind of put that in the category itself. And not allow it to affect other parts of your life.
All right.
Thank you.
That can flourish.
Thank you for the perspective.
So that's a Monday morning therapy.
Yes,
thank you. Thank you.
I thought it was a redemptive Sunday, Fred. Not just fixing what you didn't do a week ago, but within the game. Guys made glaring mistakes and then had big plays later, whether it's Tyson Campbell, who I don't know if it was just a coverage bust, but lets Nico go and then forces a turnover, had great coverage later. Trevor throws a my God, you can't throw that interception, then turns around. He has the run to keep the drive alive. He audibles to the Brian Thomas play. They hit that and they win. Brian Thomas Jr. can't catch Cole the whole game and then makes the play when it matters. So I think redemption be kind of a buzzword for what we saw yesterday.
I mean, if you're watching the movie, that's exactly how it looked. I think throughout the course of the game, the guys are just playing and want to make plays. And sometimes, you make the play, and sometimes, unfortunately, for fans of you, sometimes you don't make the play. And, the theme has been, well, Brian Thomas, he's dropping balls. And it kind of carried on to yesterday's game. And then you can kind of see him venting and being frustrated. And then when he makes a catch, he's like, yeah, I know I got it. But all in all, I think all of those guys, what we saw was a sample size of the redeemed team. Coming back from last week and having multiple penalties, having certain plays and key moments that triggered that loss. They avoided it yesterday. They were able to find ways to make plays when it really counted. In the NFL, you need to do that. You need to have those moments. You look across the league, they flashed the graphic up yesterday. I think we had there was a record, most games in the first 2 weeks of the season decided by a touchdown or less. You got to find a way to make a play in crunch time. Mm-hmm. Nobody's going to complain otherwise. You're going to go back, watch the film, and say, damn, we could have done this or we should have done this, and it still equates to a loss. And then there are half the league teams in the league that say, man, we got away with one because we made a play. How do you think Cincy's waking up this morning after that blowout? They played a good game the prior week against the Jags and made enough plays to get a win, got enough calls as well to get a win. Yesterday, they like that. Maybe we aren't as good as we thought we were. Now it's back to the drawing board. But the Jags are better than a year ago. They made the right plays at the right moments. They got a good test coming up versus the Niners. So we'll see where they are as the season continues to build.
Interesting. You said, and I think we all agree, the Jags are a better football team than they were a year ago. And proof yesterday by winning a one-score game, winning a close game. That's something that they just simply could not do. Can a game like yesterday, can it change everything, or is it just one game in a long, long season?
I mean, I think it's just one game in a long season because, again, going back to the previous week, coming away from that game, maybe some of the mindsets were, damn, we're still that same team. Mm-hmm. A lot of us saw this same movie a year ago where we were close, but we weren't, close enough. We weren't good enough. And that could have been some of the mindset a week ago. But today, or from yesterday, maybe coming away from that game, some of the guys are like, all right, we are better. We got a shot. But I think they still want to go week to week and just kind of scale up and see, really where they are. The good thing is there is some new energy in the room. I believe you have a different set of leaders, a different set of leadership in the locker room. Guys really like each other. Mm-hmm. The environment is good. It's a new season, new environment, so they're going to find ways to stick together. It's hard to stick together when you're losing, but when you have a shot, it's easier to come to work and say, okay, I believe in this guy, I believe in that guy, and that was a lot of the chatter after the game yesterday. They got to just stick with it.
Right. What do you make of Brian Thomas Jr. and the struggles he's had early this season? I think in 3 games he's, what do we say, 7 catches for 115 yards. But the drops, it's just, we thought it was going to get better yesterday, then it got worse.
Well,
so
you know what?
Yeah.
Let's be fair here in the evaluation. It's not just the drops. I mean, we stopped on a ball across the middle that led to a pick. We're completely out of sync in knowing what the play is with our quarterback. It looked like, at least in the fourth quarter yesterday. It's just there's a lot going on there with Brian Thomas Jr. Fred.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah. No, I think that's fair in your assessment. Even I think when you look at the drops, like, all right, the drops are the drops. Like, receivers have moments where they go through, bouts of the drops, right? And or the drop bug, as Coach Cohen calls it. And he has that. But, again, like NBA guys, shooters got to shoot. Like, you can be in a slump, but you can shoot your way out of it. He just got to continue to get targets and secure those targets. The other part is what I have an issue with. Running off the ball, not knowing if it's a pass versus run.
Mm-hmm.
It seems he was about to go out and stalk block as opposed to run a hitch. Simple 5-yard hitch, a winnable route that Trevor threw it, obviously in the dirt, because Brian ran away as if he was going to run block. And that could have easily been intercepted if the DB had reacted to the route as opposed to Brian. So his head isn't completely in the game, and some of it could stem from, some of the drops that he's focused on. Who knows? But he has to look at the film and find a way to dig back in and refocus because more than anything, he has to realize now with a sense of urgency, his teammates need him. They need him to perform. They need him to show up. On our podcast, he said, look, I'm going to show people I can be a leader. That's my new role, to be a vocal leader, to lead by example. So to by example means I'm all the way in and I'm focused and I'm not having to bust. You're doing one bust here and there, but you can't have a game where you're messing up multiple times. That's just not acceptable.
Fred, Trevor said after the game they're not going to get bullied anymore. Said he didn't say maybe in the past, but that's kind of that was sort of implied, okay. And he said, look, we're just not going to take that anymore, and we don't like our divisional opponents. I kind of like that comment from our quarterback. What say you?
Yeah, I mean, that was a team that put him to sleep a year ago. So I mean, now he's making the right comments, but you look at the locker room, you have to identify what your standard is, and he set the tone with that statement, and that, look, these divisional games, we've been through this, but we've seen enough, and enough is enough. So, as long as the other guys are going to say, well, sheesh, man, if this is our quarterback making these sort of comments, we got to have his back.
Right.
We got to be there. Because usually those are defenders, defensive guys making the comments, or, a badass running back like myself. I'll give you a little bulletin board material.
Well, for sure.
Come and take your best shot or whatever. But to hear it coming from Sunshine, man, is big. So now everybody got to, come up and make sure that's the tone and the mindset each and every week for the duration of the season.
Fred, how do you watch Travis Hunter in a game? Do you find yourself watching him specifically isolated and see how he's doing, or do you just kind of encapsulate what he's done within the framework of the game? And I guess I asked that because I was curious to ask you your opinion on him, but I don't know how, single-minded we can be when you're watching, the entirety of the All-22.
I mean, he's, respectfully, I say right now, he's just a guy.
Yeah.
And, in the NFL, you have to earn everything. You have to earn it week to week. And we're going to continue to get sample sizes. Eventually, we'll see some breakout moments for Travis. You look at that short catch that he made yesterday, and he was able to turn upfield and turn it from a 5-yard reception to a 20-yard reception. And he'll have those moments. But the way I watch him is, I see him when I see him. I'm not going to dial in every single play. Travis is on the field. Okay, I got to watch Travis. No, I like to watch the entire offense. When they're out there, I like to see the concepts. I like to look at what the defense coverage is in, so I can kind of try to guess if it's run pass and what potential, pass play concept it might be. Based on the coverage, I know where they want to attack. Once the ball is snapped. And then if I see Travis, then I see Travis. On the defensive side, I think I probably look for him more on defense than offense because I want to see his technique. I want to see if they're attacking him. I just watch the game. I don't just go out there and just completely look for number 12 every snap. If he comes across my line of sight, then
that's me. That's like most of us then. Yeah. All right, Fred, just thoughts on the opportunity that the Jags have coming up this week at San Francisco, and if you could offer the athletes reasoning behind why it's so hard to win when you go all the way out west. I mean, the Jags have never won in San Francisco. They've never won a ton of games out west, period, in the Pacific time zone. So I know we haven't always had the most talented team, but in general, how tough is it to make those types of trips?
I think the only West Coast game I played in was versus the Chargers, and we got our doors blown off. Jack Del Rio era. And I never played in San Fran. I never played in Seattle. I played in Arizona, and I played in San Diego, was the furthest west I had gone. I don't know. I think we beat Arizona, but we lost to the Chargers. You got to play it. It's really another game. Yeah. I think all of that other stuff is kind of just stuff, excuses. Right. The game is the game. You do what it takes to get your rest and be prepared, and it's the build up. It's hard to really find an answer, man. Because it really comes across as an excuse, and I don't want to make those. Yeah. You're either gonna go and win or you're gonna go and lose. What's the reasoning for winning, right?
Right.
If you ask that question the other way, so. No excuses. This team know what's at stake. They know they'll probably see Brock Purdy after Mac Jones went down. He re-aggravated a PCL injury that he had. So you'll have Brock Purdy back. We don't know if we'll have Jennings back, if they'll have Jennings back. It's a good San Fran team. Kittle won't be there. But it's a good San Fran team, but it's not the San Fran of old. I know what they're made of. I know the mindset of their head coach. I know their GM. We all know John Lynch is hard-nosed, so they want to be physical. They want to try to be the San Fran team that they built over the years, but they're not that. I think they've had their run. Their window is closing, and Jacksonville has an opportunity. So this team should not go out there and put them on a pedestal before you touch the field and make them something that they're not. They're just a team right now. They're not dominant as they were 3 years, 4 years ago. Yeah, so, Jacksonville has a chance to go out there and get a win and come back to Jacksonville just before a big Monday night matchup with a team who still isn't the team of old, but they're an NFL team. You can't sleep on them. But it's your shot. They got to take the shot. They got to prep, have a good, solid week of prep. Diami has to get back out there because he's a big piece of the offense. So we'll kind of evaluate his injury and see where he is, I believe. And Travis Hunter, we'll see if he's going to get more involved if Diami cannot go. And the other guys got to step up. They got to make the plays when they're supposed to make the plays.
Good stuff, Freddie T. Always appreciate you, my man.
Thank you, Fred.
Man, it's good talking to y'all boys, man.
Yes, sir.
Be ready for next Monday.
Yeah, let's
ready.
Go. Let's go. Get that victory formation fired up. All right, there he goes. That's Fred Taylor. Man, what an awesome Jaguar. What a great player Fred Taylor was, man. You get a roster full of Fred Taylors, you're going to win a lot of football games. We'll take a quick time out. It is a next-gen roofing Monday here on the program. It's a great to team up with next-gen roofing, an unbeatable combination. Around here on the First Coast already for years. And during this football season, whether we need to raise the roof or plug the roof, game day or storm season, we got a team you can trust. At Next Gen Roofing, they go all in for the customers. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, solid roofs, and a company that cares about the community. Next Gen Roofing, team with you, that's a win.
The Drill.
From the DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
Denny Thompson stars as the quarterback whisperer.
Everyone agrees that playing quarterback is the hardest thing to do in sports.
He shares his insights Friday mornings on The Drill. Tuned up by Tyson Sound and Security and George Moore Chevrolet on 1010XL.
I'm Frank Frangie. Now, I've been telling you about my daughter Amber's journey with Awaken 180. Well, ready for this? She has now lost 60 pounds. That number's real, 60 pounds in a little over 3 months. And here's the thing, she loves doing it. She just went on a trip to Tampa to see a concert, sort of a road trip. And I asked her, was it hard to stay on the diet? She said, Dad, that's just it. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle change, and it's sustainable. And it's sustainable even when you're on the road. She is so excited. It has not changed her life. I think that's the best thing. It's a lifestyle change, but it doesn't ruin your life. She's loving her life, and she's so excited that she's been able to lose all that weight. You can do the same thing. You can kickstart your transformation. Call 844-346-1800 or visit awaken180weightloss.com. It's working for Amber, and she's so excited, and I promise you it can work for you. 844-346-1800 or awaken180weightloss.com.
Hey, Prosper, when it comes to game day and your snack time, I know some of you guys are just, you go dip crazy. Well, here's one for you. You can't miss with Daisy French onion dip. If you love eating dips with chips, wings, and veggies while watching those big games, you'll love the new Daisy French onion dip. There's Daisy Ranch dip as well. Get them both game changers. These are delicious, homemade. That makes the difference in a homemade dip. Made with real herbs and spices, other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen. Got to try this dip of deliciousness. Look for Daisy French onion dip at a grocery store near you.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, so here's a reminder to get screened. Ackerman Urology has 4 convenient locations to help you put your prostate health first. Guys, don't put this one off. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
Friends, we have a very special guest on the line.
The Checkmate Coatings phone line is where the action happens.
Where's the phone? Over there.
Get expert interviews and listener opinions all day, every day, from the drill all the way to Hacker After Dark on 1010XL.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. That bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with Cherry Berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Need electric vehicle repair? Guardian Collision is expert certified for any electric vehicle. Trust the home team for auto body repair on your EV. Guardian Collision, they guard what moves you at GuardianCollision.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
The Jags blitz. They're coming after him now. Firing downfield, and that ball going to be picked off. Jordan Lewis picked it off. What a play. They blitzed. Stroud got it out of his hands, and Jordan Lewis picked it off and ran it back to around the 25-yard line. That is great work once again by that Jaguar defense.
All right, when we forecast the Jags win totals when the schedule come out, he just dub, rub a dub. That's a dub. He said, that's a dub, that's a dub, that's a dub. Got him to 12-5. So what has he done? He's gone and ordered 12 That's a Dub t-shirts, and he's told me that right now, if you come kind, come courteous, he's got one for you.
Let's do it.
On a That's a Dub. Wow. On a That's a Dub Monday. I got some fun with numbers here. Just a variety of little topics, most of it sports related. Stay tuned for item number 3. First, the Colts' one punt through 3 games is the fewest since 1940. It's been since 1940 a team has started and played 3 games with only one punt. Yeah, what Indiana Jones and this Colts team is off to has been quite remarkable. The Chargers are 3-0 this season with all 3 wins against divisional opponents. It's their first 3-0 start since 2002 and their first 3-0 record in the division since 1996. Shout out to the Coast Guard.
Shout out.
Why didn't you play football for the Coast Guard?
You know what? I didn't even I never even thought about that.
Yeah, the Coast Guard defeated Nichols 92-60.
Heck yeah.
In a D3 game this weekend. The two teams combined for 1,412 yards. Coast Guard had 38 first downs in 69 total plays, average 10 yards a play. I haven't updated.
What's the nickname of the Coast Guard?
What are they?
I think they're the Bears, maybe.
The Fighting Seamen?
Oh, no. I knew he was going there. What creek are we up here? All right, just a couple more fun with numbers. We're 135 minutes into the 2025 season. FSU has now scored more offensive touchdowns than they did all last year. Now, granted, it's a little bit skewed by the last two opponents, but still, no one's denying the incredible improvement that program has made. Here's some fun with numbers. Hick, I suggest if the Jags get a lead on Sunday, say we're up 26-10 in the fourth.
Okay.
Do you let Bryce Huff get a couple of sacks? Bryce Huff is that player that's involved in the Tank Bigsby trade, or at least his production is. And if Bryce Huff gets 8 sacks, then the Jags get a 4th-round pick. If he has less than 8 sacks, he plays for the 49ers, then they would get a 5th-round pick. So I would suggest if we've got a healthy lead, you let Bryce Huff get a couple of sacks. And then finally, there's this on the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
19 straight games without losing a fumble, 8 straight games without a turnover. They have not lost the turnover battle since week 18 of 2023.
Oh, dear.
25 straight games of winning the turnover battle.
That's pretty good.
Kind of helps explain that along with Josh Allen and some of the other, uber talents you have there, that kind of football results in a lot of wins. And we've talked about the Bills and how many wins it looks like will be coming their way.
Yeah. Jordan Lewis tied for the NFL lead in interceptions with 2. So I brought this up a few times in watching Jordan Lewis, and again, every team does this, but it just maybe everything's bigger in Dallas or Texas or whatever. But man, oh man, I'll never understand how Jerry Jones would let a guy like him go. He's a good football player, and I assume he let him go thinking that he was going to sign Micah. Then he didn't sign Micah, so.
I mean, I don't know.
Make a lot of sense.
I don't know how good, Deron Bland and Trayvon Diggs.
$10 million a year for Jordan Lewis.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I know they're paying those guys an awful daggum lot. Jordan Lewis tied for the league lead, NFL lead in interceptions with 2 already through 3 games.
Is he?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, you just said that. I'm sorry. Looking at numbers. Yeah, I'm looking at numbers. My bad. Yeah.
Speaking of numbers, by the way, this guy Danzy on FSU.
Okay.
The sprinter.
Yeah. The receiver.
Yeah, he's got 5 carries for 173 yards.
And
he also, by the way, and 3 touchdowns. He also has 4 catches for 126 yards. My man is averaging. Let's see. So 5 carries, not 4 catches. That's 9. 173 and 126 is 300. Yeah, that's pretty good. 30-plus yards a touch. That's 9 touches. That ain't bad.
We had some BBE in the hallway after the game yesterday.
BBE?
Yeah, Big Bo Energy.
Okay.
Yeah, they get greeted coming off the field a little bit different. Hits a little different walking off the field with a win now. Vaselli was in the tunnel yesterday, and he was fired up.
Yes.
He was fired. He's fired up about his Jags. He's very protective of his Jacksonville Jaguars. And he was excited for those guys. I mean,
think he might have hurt Liam Cohen.
Bear hugs for Trevor and Josh Allen and Liam Cohen. And he doesn't know his own strength. That's fair. He needs to be careful when he's but yeah, that's on social media. You can find that there, and that'll get you fired up, right? And so we got some BBE, some Big Bo energy down there at the stadium.
I was taken aback a little bit here. I'm curious about people's thoughts, but I was taken aback a little bit by Arch Manning's antics on Saturday. They're playing Sam Houston State, who doesn't have a win yet, and they're playing mighty Texas. I mean, Texas can run it up, and Arch ran one in and then stood over a dude and
yeah, it was weak. It seemed out of character for him too. I guess I don't know him.
Yeah, I know football's an emotional game, so I don't make too much into it. But I was like,
that definitely ain't Manning-esque.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Did you see it?
I saw it.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't. So we talk about in some college football stuff. We talk about. I said this in downtime today. You got to get a new crop of names for the Heisman Trophy, peeps. You got to start.
Yeah.
You got to start looking at some other dudes because the early season favorites, they gone. They ain't cutting it.
All of them.
Get them all out of here.
Well, there's also this. There's no running back this year. There's often a running back that's in the equation. There's no running. Name a running back in college football.
Ahmad Hardy.
Yeah.
Mark Fletcher Jr.
Ahmad Hardy has 79 carries.
That's the Missouri guy?
For 600 yards and 6 touchdowns.
To win them all, then he could change your mind.
And they haven't lost yet.
But Dan's biggest point is the haughty-toddy, highly profiled quarterbacks have all pooped the bed.
I'll give you a name, but it's not whatever. Fletcher. Reuben Bain. That dude is a player.
Dog.
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah. Now that dude could be, if Miami keeps.
It's hard to get stats there, though.
It don't matter. I mean, it does matter.
It does.
You're right.
Ndamukong
Suh was
the
best player.
But in all fairness, I know we're just coming off a shellacking, but Reuben Bain's name is nowhere near where Ndamukong Suh's name was as far as notoriety nationwide.
You can grow it. Things happen, man. You never know. I'm just saying, and I don't, I watched, man, hey, War Eagle, you guys got screwed so many, every
Oklahoma
which way
cheated.
but loose.
I got a problem with Oklahoma. They cheated. There's a play in football where you walk a guy off the field like he's leaving, and you're not allowed for him to then stop out by the sideline and go. And they did that. It's bold-faced, outright cheating. Hey, Oklahoma, man, y'all gotta be ashamed of yourself. I mean, again, this is like pro wrestling, and you just took a shiv out of your boot.
No simulated replacements or substitutions may be used to confuse opponents. The rule states no tactic associated with substitutes on the substitution process may be used to confess opponents. This includes any hideout tactic with or without a substitution.
You did it on purpose. It's not like you made a mistake and cheated by accident. You designed this to intentionally try and win the game dirty on the cheap.
Yeah.
It's weak sauce. Yeah. I would punish Oklahoma if I were the SEC.
13 flags against Auburn for 85 yards, but that wasn't
all of it. The fumble was ridiculous.
Yeah, the damn and then there was a PI on a flea flicker that they didn't call where, my gosh, the guy tackled number 8. Number 8's a great receiver for Auburn, by the way.
Is that the kid they got from?
I don't know his name.
No, that's Coleman.
That's Singleton.
That's Coleman, I think, is number 8.
Yeah, he's. They got some.
That play he made in the corner of the end zone. I couldn't believe
if Auburn had I don't like that. Jackson Arnold's just okay. He's just like the guy last year, Peyton Thorpe or whatever his name was. Auburn. Boy, but there was 3 just glaring plays, man. War Damn Eagle, you guys got screwed. Just so you know, I got your back on that one, man. That was wrong. But anyway,
I look, the officiating calls, I'm used to it. Oklahoma outright cheated to win the game.
Yeah.
They did a dirty cheating play. They tried to get away with it. They did.
Yeah.
It's weak. It's worse than a hold or a clip or any other what you could define as cheating. This is outright drawing up a dirty cheating play to see if it'll work because apparently you can't just line up and play football against them. It's despicable, man.
And again,
Brent Venables, you're a coward, bro. Oklahoma, boo Sooner. You're better than that.
John Mateer, the leading candidate for the Heisman Trophy, not in my book. I thought he was okay. I don't see anything like he's got 6 touchdown passes and 3 interceptions for Oklahoma so far. I don't know, man. Joey Aguilar is a guy, keep an eye on. The kid from Tennessee. He's having a heck of a year. It's unfortunately lost that Georgia game, though. Dante Moore is off to a great start with Oregon, but they got Penn State, so that's a big game at Penn State. That's a showcaser. The Mendoza kid at Indiana, now he's off to a start, man. He's got 14 touchdowns and no picks.
Take it back. Listen, my dislike for Cignetti was more just talking like you're an established program rather than the one-year wonder. Well, the one-year wonder is now a 1.5-year wonder.
Yeah.
They beat the heck out of Bielema in Illinois. This guy can obviously drop some offense.
His only 2 losses are the teams that played for the Natty last year. I mean, he's like 15-2 or whatever.
He's been and to do it at Indiana, shame on the rest of college football for not giving this guy a bigger platform. He can't, because you can't win it at Indiana. You can go to the playoff, but you're not winning it all at Indiana.
But anyway,
they threw him the bag, and he's 60-something. So, everything now, if there's a coach worth his salt, immediately Gator fan wants him, and I get it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if this is going to fit the mold.
We got to take a break. We're way over. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your escape. This is your next adventure. This is Mazda, and this is Mazda at the Avenue.
Lauren Brooks here. Right now, purchase any new Mazda model, and Mazda at the Avenues will match your down payment or your payments for 1 full year. Plus, every new Mazda comes with 3 years, 36,000 miles of maintenance at no additional charge to you. This is luxury, and this is the start of something new. This is Mazda at the Avenues. For complete details, call 904-430-8047.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY and take the fear out of the fight. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. But listen, it's time to do that will. Get it done. Get it out of the way. Take care of it. Why? You work hard for your money, man. You should be able to decide where your money goes if something should happen to you. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes. And Matt Hinson's your guy. He's been doing it for a long time. He knows how to do it. He's going to help you with your decisions. He'll provide you information needed. So choices are easy. It's the Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Maddie, 527-1700, 904-527-1700. The offices are in Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL. Served by Tandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
Frank Frangie here for Coyle Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Remember Morton Anderson missing a chip shot field goal that launched the Jags into the playoffs in '96? You know who doesn't miss? Coyle Fencing. Coyle has been the fencing leader in Northeast Florida since 1927. Heck, Coyle has been installing fences since before Emery Ballard installed the wishbone offense. If you need a new fence, I recommend calling Coyle Fence today at 904-356-4821 or visit CoyleJacks.com. Coyle Fencing, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jags fans, this one's for you. If you've got MyGate rewards, you're already in the game. But now you've got a shot at the ultimate prize, meeting QB1 himself, Trevor Lawrence, at Everbank Stadium with 3 friends by your side. With the MyGate Rewards Gatorade Club, every 5 Gatorade items you purchase equals 1 entry toward your chance to win. Stack them up and score big. See store for details. Gear up for the season. Gates got you.
Feeling the Florida heat? Frank Frangie here. Make sure your car's AC is ready with help from Big Chief Tire. Right now, get $50 off all AC services at any of their 6 Jacksonville locations. Whether it's a quick recharge or a full repair, their expert technicians will keep you cool and comfortable on the road. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your AC service today and take advantage of this limited time offer. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Bueller, stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, thanks for coming over so quick.
Sure thing, pal. What's the big... Whoa!
See, I told you there was a smell.
Yeah, it smells like...
Exactly, or a dead one more like it.
You need some fresh air in here.
Well, this is the problem, Jason. I've kept everything sealed up tight all summer long so I don't lose all my nice cool air. Now all the dog smells and cooking smells and home gymnasium man cave smells are all building up and I can barely...
Dude, where are the Bueller sunglasses I gave you?
Oh, I don't know. They must be in my other...
Put on my emergency pair.
Whoa.
Bueller Air and Plumbing can install an air purification add-on to your existing air conditioner. Clean the air of dust and pollen and funky smells while you cool.
So I can keep all the cool air I saved up?
And your place won't smell like a dead...
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Something that was noticeable at the game yesterday was the small crowd. Again, loud crowd, but it was small. It was not heavily attended. I'm curious And a lot of the fans have sent stuff in. And then I had somebody say I tried to get down there and the traffic. I sat in traffic for an hour. I turned around and went home and watched it.
Well, the Main Street Bridge is closed, so that could be. I was a late arrival. I had stuff in the morning, so I didn't get there all down to the stadium at almost 1 o'clock. So going over the Acosta was no big deal for me. But yeah, that Main Street Bridge being closed, that's a problem.
Well, we go at the. Listen, we go at the same time every week because of television, and we have a pregame show. And so I judge it oftentimes on that, and it was an easy ride in. It usually is, I'll be honest with you. Again, it's not like, and it's fine. I mean, the Jaguar fans are fine. I mean, I have no problem. This is no way of judgment. I'm just asking, I'm just curious why it wasn't heavily attended. It's Houston. It's a division rival. I was excited about the game. I wanted to see how this new regime stacked up against the Texans, man. I wanted to see if they were, physical that they've been talking about. Because, in all honesty, the first two, okay, it was good, but I liked what I saw in that respect.
Well,
I thought that was a good thing. But the fans did not turn out. They never have for Houston, though. I always wonder if it's partly the division. Really, the only team that matters to the fans in Jacksonville, I think, division-wise, is Tennessee. I really believe that. Yeah, Houston, remember, what was the year? Was it Garrard?
Oh, God,
we were still in the playoffs.
Like early 2000s.
It was like a 21-0 game around Christmas time.
Yeah.
Nobody came.
Could have made the playoffs if they won.
Yeah.
Didn't. That one was cold and Christmas Eve. And look, how many did they sell? 55, they said?
They said 50.
Dispersed. I'm assuming that has to be
It is what it is. I trust my eyes. It was very.
Look, at the end of the day,
it was empty.
The NFL allows teams to show the game in the home market, regardless of whether or not it's a sellout. And if people would want to choose to watch the game on television and not go down, I have absolutely no problem with it. No problem at all. In fact, it's always been off-putting to me for organizations to expect something from their fans. They're paying money to come down and support you. If you need it that bad, pay them to come. Then you'll have a full stadium, and they'll be, full throat. You appreciate who you have and what they bought.
I don't think anybody is saying anything to the contrary.
All right.
I'm just asking a simple question. Like, you're turning this into how dare they? It's not that at all.
No.
Nobody said anything like. I don't think the Jags released a statement saying it was a disappointing crowd.
My point is, that was just my way, of verbalizing that I completely understand why it's not full. Yeah, 100 million% do I understand.
Well,
why the game's not full.
Well, we had the home opener. It wasn't full.
Right.
You understand that one too?
1,000,000%.
Really?
I thought that thing was going to be sold out.
Yeah. Why?
Because
it's Travis Hunter,
it's NFL team.
Liam Cohen, football's back. Yeah, I thought it was for sure was going to be sold out. The home opener, that is.
I did too. So, I know the Chiefs game's going to be a sellout. So, and it's Monday night. Jacksonville loves a party.
Well, and I think,
and it's at night. Listen, the heat's an element. The new stadium will help offset that. But I also know that the new stadium is not going to offset something else, cost.
Correct.
You don't think they're going to increase ticket prices and
it's already, of course they are. For a lot of people, it's pricey already. I'm sure there are plenty of people that would love to go to the game and budget and other reasons they can't. That's nothing new for the NFL. I think there's a wait and see here from a fan base that's been smacked around a little bit. So
there's also truth to that.
And if you can watch it on TV, doesn't mean you don't support them. Doesn't mean you don't want them to win, but making the commitment of getting down there and the crowds and the things that we love to do. We don't have a problem doing, but if you're, I don't, to your point, I'm not saying that anybody from the Jags has said it. I was more answering, well, it makes total sense to me. You went 4-13 last year.
Yeah. Well,
what I don't understand is when you have tickets and don't use them.
Yeah.
But if you can't sell them all, I understand why. They haven't had much success.
Anyway, we'll see how it goes going forward. Obviously, if they win, listen, if they get to 5-2 and start winning games, the fans will come. And they'll also come when the weather changes.
That's right. Beat the Chiefs on Monday Night Football and let me know how it looks for the Seattle game.
Do you think it would have been different if we would have won in Cincinnati?
Yes, I do.
I don't think so.
I do.
I don't think so. I think
2-0.
Well, they lost that game. I'm not going.
No, but I think a 2-0 may have encouraged you to go.
That's what
I think there's definitely some sort of uptick.
Yeah. I think the one thing to me that stands out more than any, and I appreciate it for the fans, is that the games are on TV.
Yes.
They don't get blacked out anymore. So, you know what? I'm going to watch a game at home. And if anybody, again, we've talked about this with the Gators for a long time. It's a great watch at home on your big television, as opposed to spending all those dollars and going to the game. Burning Brian, you said's on the phone? Put him on. Checkmate Coatings Hotline. Good morning, Burning Brian.
Hey, good morning.
Nothing burning today.
No, not at all.
Mm-mm.
Just
You
good,
thought
nice
you thought there for a little bit you might be burning something.
Oh, when Trevor threw that pass.
Oh, Lordy.
In the fourth quarter, intercepted. I was like, he can't let that ball. I was just like, man. I was like, it's true. This is the same old Jags. That's my exact thought. I was like, man, here we go again. I was like, this is the same, And it was just amazing to me because it doesn't matter. Players, coaches, GMs. I was like, still just the same Jags, but they broke the mold yesterday by getting that fumble. I mean,
Brian,
out with that fumble.
You tiptoed into a topic that Dan and I have talked about. Look, we realize it's a whole new season. It's a whole new team. There's whole new guys. But if you're Jay, you just use the term there, the same old. If you were sitting at home, they lost a close game on the road, something we've seen a lot of. What is incumbent on the team is to turn around the next week and show you no, that's not the case. No, this is different. And they did that yesterday. Winning a game in the fourth quarter, especially against the Texans, very different than what we've been doing around here.
Yeah, because you remember a few years ago, I remember Dan, Jeff, we all said it. Hey, we finally found a coach and we got a team. We're moving our arrows pointing up, moving in the right direction. And, but this time I'm more confident in it because the front office, everything the way it's aligned, we haven't had that in years, having that kind of alignment. I just feel so good about the moves they've made and just the attitude of the new GM. I mean, I just feel like we're going to be able to finally start bringing in good players. And you guys were talking about the crowd yesterday. The crowd yesterday, that's our home base. That's our home crowd.
Yep.
45, 50, isn't that fluctuation?
That's fair. Then the visitors show up on the big games. There could be some truth there.
Not a lot of Houston fans.
A lot of people are talking about Ticketmaster price gouging, and the way that things work now, people swoop up the tickets and then they sell them for more than what the face. I don't know though.
Okay.
It's hard to do that you can't flip tickets on a Texans game or now that a lot of people, the Kansas City game is going to be crowded, but there again, that's not the true fan base. That's just all the people coming to have a good time, party, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. But I'm saying our true base is that 50,000.
I would agree with that
range, and it'll never grow a lot until they really start winning on a consistent basis. So I mean that's kind of where we've been. But hey, man, I'm ecstatic and can't wait for the game next week.
Amen. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.
Take it easy, fellas.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. Joe, you can hang on. You can get the victors here if you want to. If not, GTH. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Childhood cancer does not discriminate, and 43 children are diagnosed every day in the United States. This is Tom Coughlin, and the J Fund needs your help year-round. Find out how you can help the J Fund by visiting tcjfund.org.
Hey, Jacksonville, Rick Ballou here. Looking for a brand new truck? Right now, Crew Cab Ram trucks start at just $38,900 at Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram West Side. And every new retail purchase comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty and no extra cost. From tough Ram trucks to adventure-ready Jeeps, they've got the perfect ride waiting for you. Stop by Commonwealth Avenue or shop online at jackswest.com. Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram West Side, proud partner of the Jaguars.
Hey, in a world where chains seem to take over, it's awesome to have a locally owned retailer who's only focused on Jacksonville. I'm talking about Beards Diamonds. Hicken here. You know all those other jewelers in the town center. They're owned by big Wall Street companies. Beards Diamonds ain't. They're local. Say hi to the Lupos when you go over there. They'll tell you all about Beards Diamonds in Jacksonville. They've been serving our area for more than 40 years. The money you spend at Beards stays here, and they run circles around big chains. Beards, massive diamond inventory. Beards, top bridal brands like Decore and Viraggio. Beards, strongest warranties. Beards wins on price every day. They don't have extra markups. In fact, Beards guarantees to beat any national chain store on price. Don't buy anywhere until you at least get a second opinion at Beards. I'm sure you'll get a bigger, better quality diamond for your money. It'll be backed by local folks with integrity and local accountability. Don't buy a diamond in Jacksonville without seeing your best options at Beards Diamonds. I say shop local, shop Beards at the St. John's Town Center.
Frank Frangie here, telling you about my daughter Amber's journey with Awaken 180. She's lost 60 pounds. Can you believe that? And she just took a road trip. The reason is it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. Call 844-346-1800 or visit awaken180weightloss.com.
I'm Max Fink, and I'll bring you the Gator Report several times weekly to keep you connected to Gainesville.
The Gator Report, put together by San Jose Collision on the home of the Florida Gators, 1010XL.
Go, Gator! They're out to test our reputation as the best plumber in Jacks, so we gotta play like the experts we are. Now, who are we? Roland Reach Plumbing! Now that's what a winner sounds like.
Customers always win with Roland Reach Plumbing at plumberinjacks.com.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World,
simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jacks for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today, 374-3373, and ask about $50 off any service. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need.
Looking for that designer engagement ring like Tacori or Veragio? Then hear this. The only locally owned authorized dealer here for these exquisite rings is Beards Diamonds. Beards is your destination for the top names in bridal design. Tacori, Veragio, Sylvie, Gabriel & Company, Gnome Carver, and more. If she's seen it on Pinterest or in a bridal magazine, Beards has it. Exquisite, handcrafted, and made in America. So you can get her the ring of her dreams without having to go to one of those national mega chain jewelers. At Beards, there's no big company rules, no Wall Street sales goals, no impersonal service. The non-commissioned experts at Beards Diamonds will take their time and let you see dozens of ring styles from all the most sought-after designers. Beards is proud to be Jacksonville's premier jeweler for nearly 45 years. We're committed to this area and promise an authentic, refined, and risk-free experience without markups, without pricing games, without corporate red tape getting in the way of making you happy. Beards Diamonds, Jacksonville's diamond store, at the shops at St. John's Town Center.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, text line lighten up with some comments about
well, it's like
going to the game. It's always a hot
well, the guy said this.
topic.
Well, yeah, they say heat, history, construction.
Yeah,
there's some legitimate.
Yeah,
and then there's this. That's to the pricing. When I walked into the bowl yesterday at 12:30, I looked up a random seat that's still available, section 115, row DD, $243. That's that's. There are some people out there, unfortunately, many people that got to make decisions on where those $200 are going.
Oh yeah,
the crowd they had yesterday was all Jag. I think a good point was hit by Brian. This is kind of what the Jag fan base is, 45, 50 grand. And when we get a full building, it's because the Niner fans showed up or the Packers or someone. And we all know how annoying. Winning. And that's annoying.
Or we're winning.
That's right. So let's win a few, and I think we'll get there.
Yeah, I do too. I just thought it was interesting and noticeable because I would have expected a bigger crowd.
I said the same thing walking in. I said, wow, the crowd. And I would too. By the way, I'm not happy or okay with accepting that.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was, but we've been doing this long enough, Dan. I'm not going to tell people how and where and when they should go buy tickets or anything else. And the Jaguars football team, I mean, knowing Mark Lamping for as many years as we have, they understand it takes a little bit of a transition. Just hiring a new coach and getting a new GM doesn't mean suddenly season tickets are a waiting list. You know, you want that place full. You're going to have it full against Kansas City. Win the game. It'll be a lot fuller against Seattle. Win that game, and the second half of the year we'll be cooking with gas.
And your boy giving out shirts, baby.
Yeah,
that's a dub. He bought 12 of them. He predicted 12, so he's bought 12.
Yeah. What happens if you don't get to 12? Do you get the shirts back from the 11th and 12th guy you gave them to, or
Burning Brian?
I just wanted to say this. I saw this, and who's on the line? Well, on a positive note, while I was watching the game Saturday night, Jeff and Joe, a robber came into my house. I didn't want to tell you this. He had a loaded gun and he aimed it right at me. But at the time that he came in, the Gators were on offense, and he looked at it and he got so bored he fell asleep. So thank God
you were safe.
Billy Napier saved my life.
Sleepy Napier. Sleepy. How'd Sleepy do? Which one of the doors we
saw that on the text line or on the Twitter.
You did.
You can handle this call. I have nothing. He was tweeting at me, and I was ready to. I'll hang up on him here fairly quickly. But go ahead, Joe. Congratulations.
Top of the morning, boys. Don't be so down.
Hey,
shut your pie.
Hey, Joe, you ready for this?
Shut your mouth.
You don't hear this much around here on these airs. You ready for this one? You ready for this little 2-word chant I got for you? Go Noles. There you go. Go Noles. Yeah. They win. I never thought I'd say they win a little more class over there in Tallahassee.
Do they now? After winning 2 games, playing little sisters in the floor.
Go Noles, baby. Go Noles.
Yeah, y'all jump on that bandwagon.
Yeah, we will, baby.
I got. All right, Dan, don't hold it against the Ruben Bain for Heisman vote. Don't you hold that vote hostage, bro.
I'm the one who brought his name up. Shut your mouth again.
If Ruben Bain wins the Heisman.
I brought his damn name up. Shut your mouth.
We're going to start doing a jazz show. I mean, if Ruben Bain's the best player in college football, then you're the most insightful. Get him out of here. That's enough. I'm done.
It's quick already.
It didn't last.
What
that? We're going to break. Turn it to the 9 o'clock hour.
Nasty.
Come in here, Ruben Bain for the Heisman, for Pete's sake.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
How does it feel to throw an NFL touchdown? Find out from a guy who's thrown 89 of them.
I'm David Garrard on 1010XL.
Mondays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida.
This is Jennifer Marion at Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville, and now's the time to drive away in luxury.
That's right, Jennifer. The $7,500 tax credit ends this month. It's your last month to take advantage of this incredible opportunity.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, drive the all-new electric Optique, Lyric, and Vistique. They are all in stock and ready to drive today.
See all of our inventory at Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.com or visit us on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent you.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Certainly facing interesting economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but for me, it's comforting to know my money's in great hands with my guys at ITP Partners. Man, I tell you about IT Partners all the time because what are you waiting for? The Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. When I say take care of, they're making me Jacksonville money, baby. That's what I love. And they have experience, expertise, and knowledge. And I give them money, and I watch it grow. Chris Bryan, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Janice Cobb, Reed Wingate. Nobody better, man. They sit and listen to you. They build a strategy where your goals become their priority. You can call them anytime with any questions. They explain things in layman's terms. And then I go on my little phone app, and I look, and I go, oh, yes, sir. I love it. It's unbelievable. And it's time for you to get started. What are you waiting for? They're real easy. They're real nice. They're real friendly. Chris at ITBPartners.com or call them 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITB Partners. My financial partners for life.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
With Lee and Kate's glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Hey folks, it's Frank Frangie for Lee and Kate's Glass. They say you're going to see a big difference, but what does that really mean? It means a live local person on the phone, a smooth, easy process, skilled craftsmen, and excellent customer service all around, with your satisfaction absolutely guaranteed. Visit LeeandKatesGlass.com.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Graceful like a heel.
You have 2 women?
Strong-minded like a helmet.
Good.
Tom McManus straps on the helmet and joins Lauren Brooks and Taylor Dahl.
Helmets and heels.
Afternoons 2 to 4. Served by Green Law Group on 1010XL.
Hi, I'm Stevie Beatrice of Beatrice Plumbing. We are the plumbing team built to serve you, and we do it with clean boots, honest work, and maybe a dad joke or two. Labor Day weekend kicks off football seasons, and we're celebrating with a winning deal. Say touchdown when you call and score $75 off your first hour of service. Our championship team brings the same energy to your plumbing that you bring to game day. We are Beatrice Plumbing, and we are here to help. Call or visit BeatricePlumbing.com to book online, and let's fix what needs fixing.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Start your week off with today's restaurant of the day, Flame Broiler. Try their new chicken avocado salad bowl at $10.99. Fuel your day with Flame Broiler's protein-packed bowl served at 5 locations, including the newest at 103rd Street.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by JEA. Play of Josh Hines Allen sealed the Jaguars' victory over the Texans.
His presence in terms of affecting the game, both in the run and the pass, really something that's helped us out.
Florida's loss to Miami was hard to watch for head coach Billy Napier.
I mean, it's embarrassing. That's how I feel. That's how our kids feel. You know, there's no excuses.
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 9:03, it's 76 degrees. Time and Tim brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cool with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
I'm feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill.
We're wasting time.
Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
Oh, let him hear it, baby. Let him hear it.
Hey.
Victory formation and Next-Gen Roofing Monday.
Yo.
Were you with McNasty yesterday at the game?
Yes.
Did he turn out?
Woo. Man, I don't know how McNasty got home.
Was it bad?
Oh, it was bad.
Okay.
It was bad.
I tend to believe that.
We have another reason for not going to the games from the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. I don't go to the games because I'm a jinx.
That's fair.
Every time I go, they lose. So
well,
I
listen,
don't go.
That's talking about history. They have been horrific at the bank the last couple years. What was interesting is they're now 2-0 at the bank. That's a huge positive because they have not won their games at the bank the last 2 years. They have been terrible there. And it's frustrating to go week after week after week. So now look, I mean, my younger son came home from school because he wanted to go to the game. So that's there's some positives there. My daughter went to the game. So, so it's just.
I do, like somebody, again, and I don't, these aren't true for me. We go to every game. You know, so to each his own, it's different. When you have an NFL team, unless you're in like a market with just multiple millions of people, you've got to make fans out of non-fans, or at least get non-fans interested in the collective movement that is a playoff game or that Sunday night game against the Titans that we saw. That team won down the stretch, went to the postseason, and it couldn't have been any more raucous for those two games. Same thing happened in 2017 when they got good by the end of the year when they were playing Seattle and some of those wins late in the year. The fans showed up. They'll come back. I think the heat and the price are real things. They're real things.
Oh, sure.
You know, and some people, as much as they want to, can't this week go. And if many fans probably pick a game or two that they want to go to, they're going to pick one when it's not 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Caught a bad break yesterday, too, back up into the night. It was hot yesterday.
It was hot. It was a warm day.
Yeah.
It was a warm day for sure. So anyway, but nonetheless, a great win and a great win at home and a 2-1 start, which is more than you could ask for. Again, there are 7 tough games to start this year. And the Jags just need one more win. And if you get me to 3-4, I said I would take that in a heartbeat. So I suspect, and I would be willing to predict that they'll get at least one more win, and maybe they can get 2. Maybe they can be 4-3. San Francisco, tough game, but you can win it.
Sure.
Why can't you win it? The Chiefs don't look like world beaters.
No, and it's here.
And it's here.
We have terrible luck against the Chiefs. We never beat them. That's a problem.
That's fair. Then you have Seattle at home. Seattle's good, but they're beatable.
Coming east, 1 o'clock, yeah.
Sam Darnold's never played well here.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you have L.A. and London.
Yeah.
London. I mean, look, again, can you win one of those? Sure. Will you? Yes. Can you win 2? Maybe.
Yeah, I think that
What if you're, dare I say, 4-3 coming out of that? Oh, you're in terrific shape, man.
We are a touchdown drop and personal, a pass interference away from being 3-0.
And what did we say earlier? They said 18 seconds?
Yeah, 18 seconds. That's crazy.
Yeah. 18 seconds is all we haven't led a football game this year.
I will say this. If you want to talk, about, I'm going to use something, and I can't say it's a direct, but if the Jags are worried about the passion within, not the Jags, whatever, this topic about the passion within the fan base, I just got this text, okay? And I mean, in seriousness now. And so I say this to hit the ears of our friends at Dailies who were partnering with here. Dailies is out of slips to register for the free Jags.
I just saw that.
So there you go. It's not an apathetic fan base to pull to one specific place.
I mean, who wouldn't want 10 free tickets to a Monday night game?
But that's the point, though. Yeah. I think you could have given away 10 free yesterday, and you would have may not have got taker at every turn. I don't know.
Dang.
It looked it. From the text line, I'm a Canes jinx, 0-4 when I show up. In other news, let's send him to the FSU game.
Why weren't you at the game Saturday?
Yeah, I don't want it. Listen, by the way, I take it back. A 0-0 tie. I don't want either one of them to win. Doesn't matter. They're both going to beat Florida.
Yeah.
Billy Napes, if he's still here then.
Yeah, Dane Brugler says the most impressive defensive prospect for the 2026 NFL draft is Reuben Bain.
Yeah, he's a great player. For sure. I've been hearing that name for a while.
And he stood out to me.
Was his dad a player at Bain? It seems like I know that name.
I don't know.
Like his dad may have been Reuben Bain. I don't know. Maybe not.
Bain, the basketball player.
Reuben Bain sounds like a
he is a junior
defensive lineman.
Reuben Bain does sound like you got to be a big defensive lineman.
You're a defensive lineman if your name's Reuben Bain.
Reuben Bain Sr. was a two-way lineman in Miami Carroll City.
But not in college. I wouldn't have known him then from. I really would have split Reuben Bain Sr. on like the Canes back in the 90s or 80s or something, but.
Reuben gets it from his legendary father, who has been nicknamed Hurricane. Reuben Bain Sr.'s father was a two-way lineman for Carroll City. So his grandfather, Herman Bain, was a 3-star sport at Northwestern. So, Reuben Bain's a bad A. He's a baller. So, anyway,
no Bain, no gain. That's what I say.
Yeah.
I think there's something that we're overlooking here in the Travis Hunter evaluation and wondering what they're getting or this, that, or the other.
Okay.
Is it fair to say that if you're an offensive tackle, you're often not noticed unless you either hold or give up a sack?
Sure.
And if you're a DB, you're really only noticed if you have a penalty or give up a play?
Yeah.
Remind me of the plays he's given up. When he's on the field, they had that little.
Gave up a couple yesterday.
He had that little short one to Nico that he jumped on his back and rode him down like a big brother. That was almost comical when Nico Collins and Travis Hunter lined up opposite each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like a high school kid playing against Pop Warner. That size of Nico was the bigger thing. But point, and because now what happens to is the Travis Hunter fans or whatnot, or the other side will show 8 or 10 cut-ups where he's dead on somebody and they can never even look at him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure those plays are occurring as well. Be nice to see some splash ones, though. Finally saw one on offense. That's that getting him in space that you like to see him do 3 or 4 times a game. Like the one time they got him in space yesterday was the only time they got it to him in space. He made a guy move, and he, had a nice 20-yard play.
Yeah, listen, I don't know. I can't defend Travis Hunter Jr.'s play yet. He's made one play this whole year.
Yeah.
I need a lot more.
Oh, I'm not defending it. I'm saying there's no rean to damn it. There's a gray area.
I need more. I got to have more. I mean, look, again, we traded up to get him. I'm just keeping it real.
I know it's just been 3 games, though, Hick.
Okay, well, last week was just 2 games.
Well, again, we can say at the end of the year,
now
it's just been
3 games.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, let me put it this way.
Yeah.
If every 3 games, I get one play that I go, wow, not good enough.
Well, again, who's to say that's what you're going to get?
I need more. He's on the field for 80 plays. I need him to.
Well, I guess you're definitely. I don't think if he weren't giving better, I think, than you think he's giving, he probably wouldn't be on the field for those 80. Like if he were, they got, you know what I'm saying? If he were a liability in any,
I'm not saying he's a liability
on defense. And the defense is what I'm talking about.
I don't think
I assume he's playing some. Offensively, it's easy to see what you do.
I don't have the. We got a PFF number. I don't have any of that.
I'm not looking at any of that. I don't know. I have no idea.
I noticed yesterday that there were a couple times he got beat. That's all. And I haven't noticed that much. But I did like the 21-yard reception. By the way, when Trevor called the timeout, I'm pretty sure it's because Travis Hunter didn't know where he was supposed to be on the play.
That's believable.
So I guess for me, I love him on defense. I think I've said this from day one. I think he's a terrific corner. Now, I would play him corner exclusively and use him for a variety of plays on offense. But that's how I would do it. But again, what do I know? I love the fact that he's playing. He loves to play. I love his enthusiasm. I love his smile. I love the juice he brings. I love everything about him. I just want to see a couple more impact plays. That's all. And I'll continue to say that until I do. Again, offensive line was very good yesterday. Very good. Against a very good defense. So,
for sure. We talked about that. I mean, it would have been easy to, it would have been easy to expect 4 or 5 sacks and to never get on pace. Not only did he only get sacked twice, he had a lot of throws where there was plenty of time. And I think it showed if we catch some balls yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. I mean, the drops.
That was like, yeah. I mean, that's all timer there.
Yeah, we can't have
everyone is sending me the Mason Graham recorded a 43% pass rush win rate against the Packers yesterday. Good for him.
All right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Joe, you said his uncle is Tolbert Bain. I remember Tolbert.
Okay, that's a name. I knew. I thought there was a tie-in, and I don't want to, speak out of turn.
Yeah. So that's where it is. But anyway, yeah, he'll be the best Bain.
Oh, he's going to be a very high draft pick. That's a Bain that's going to make a lot of money. He's going to be not going to be the Bain to his accountant or agent. It's going to be very, very well.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, we'll grab a break. We'll keep it going. This is the drill. Jaguars get the victory. They are 2-1. We'll talk about the rest of the NFL and more next on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. He's not a senior citizen. He's Jacksonville's senior writer, John Osher. And knows your favorite football team. Wednesdays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Served up by Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
When it comes to your utility bill, JEA wants to help you use less so you can save more. We offer a variety of free programs, like efficiency and irrigation assessments that'll teach you ways to conserve energy and water around your home. Our alerts will let you know when your utility usage has reached a set amount, and our rebates can help you save when upgrading to more efficient appliances and equipment. Find even more ways to save at JEA.com.
Picking here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Introducing the Jag Stack at Firehouse Subs. So bold, it's named after the home team. Stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, roast beef, provolone, fresh veggies, and the new Duval drizzle sauce. For a limited time at your local Firehouse Subs, there's only one hottest sub in Duval.
Get closer to nature.
Trying to get close to these bucks out here.
Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Faber, and Captain Kirk Waltz. The Nimnicht Outdoor Show. Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Saturday morning, 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminex. When mice and rats show up in your home or business, they can be a real pain. You need them out fast before they have time to multiply. Terminex knows how to shut down rodents and will keep them from coming back to wreak more havoc. When rodents show up, so does Terminex. Don't live with a rodent problem. Terminex it. Visit Terminex.com today to schedule a free inspection online just like I did. That's TERMINIX.com. TERMINIX.com.
Jacksonville, it's football season, and Duck Duck Rooter is proud to be on your home team. As a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, we tackle plumbing, septic, and air conditioning problems with championship-level service. Call 904-862-6769 or visit duckduckrooter.com.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. One of the biggest changes we've seen in fine jewelry over the last 25 years has been the growth of jewelry designers. At Underwoods, we're the leader, bringing to North Florida the best names in designer jewelry. In fact, we carry designer lines in a similar way to how clothing stores carry designer labels. The difference is that jewelry designers have to be a little more timeless in their presentations because nobody wants to buy a fine piece of jewelry only to find out the next year it's gone out of style. That's why you'll find at Underwoods the best of the jewelry designer names, those that are tried and true and popular. Names like David Yerman, Roberto Coin, John Hardy, Marco Bichigo, Jude Francis, Lagos, Hippolyta, and a lot more are all available right now at Underwoods. So if you want the best looks in designer jewelry, stop by Underwoods. San Marco, Avondale, or the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Are you trapped in a high-rate mortgage, watching your hard-earned money vanish every month? Stop right now. At Loan Pronto, they are delivering the lowest mortgage rates in 3 years. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's rate reduction home loan program is a streamlined, low-cost way to slash your house payments by hundreds of dollars a month. Lock in at a fixed rate as low as 4.99% APR and close in as little as 2 weeks. No appraisal needed in most cases. And here's the kicker. You can skip your next 2 house payments entirely. Don't wait. Rates this low won't last. Call Loan Pronto now for your free, no-obligation quote. Loan Pronto is amazing. So start now by calling 904-999-1508. That's 904-999-1508. Or visit loanpronto.com to lock in your new low rate and skip those next 2 payments. 999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Subject to lender approval, NMLS, consumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
They give it to Travis Etienne, picks his way to the 5. He's going to walk into the end zone. He walked into the end zone. A 10-yard touchdown run, and the Jags have taken the lead with 1:48 to play in the game.
One of the things I absolutely loved about this Jaguar team yesterday, and I think you should too, is, again, it was a game in which, I mean, anybody who watched that game was like, I can't believe they're going to lose this game. And when he threw that pick, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. But the defense made plays and the offense made plays. They look, 17 points ain't good enough. They know that. Stats weren't great. None of it was great. But to their credit, in winning time, you know, we gave it back to them on downs, on a 4th down. And I was like, oh, boy. And then Houston was driving it down our throat at 10-10, and they fumbled. Shout out to the defense. And then we got the ball back, and it was a 1st and 10 at our 17. We got an incomplete pass. We got Etienne, and on a 3rd and 6, Trevor scrambles for 10. Huge play. Then Etienne hit a couple runs. He went 7 and 6, which got us a 1st down. And then 2-minute warning, 1st and 10 at our 44. We hit Brian Thomas Jr. in a mental play. It was a good throw too, but the process of changing the play from a run to a pass and seeing stuff and seeing the blitz and whatever.
Moved ETN over. ETN did a good job picking up that rusher, too.
And hitting Brian Thomas Jr. for 46 yards, put us in, winning time, 148. They let us score. Then they get the ball, and the defense again makes a play as Stroud went deep for Nico, missed him, got Dalton Schultz for 7, incomplete, and on 4th and 3, hits Christian Kirk for 13. You're like, oh, boy. He spiked the ball. We get a penalty for holding for 5 yards. He scrambles for 12. They're on the move. They're at the 37. He gets him to the 28. It's 3rd and 1. There's 27 seconds left, and I'm like, they can't worry about the first down here because I think they only had one timeout at that point, and he got picked off. Because Josh Hines Allen, again, they made plays when they had to.
And see, that's no sack. So at the end of the year, when he only had 7 sacks, it literally a game-winning play. It
was a great play.
Yeah, game-winning play.
He won't win Defensive Player of the Week, however. That goes to the guy in Minnesota. What were you going to say?
Yeah. The long ball. I like that. Trevor's, he's throwing a deep ball.
They were trying to go deep yesterday for sure. Yeah. They didn't connect, but they were trying.
There have been some, they did connect on one. It was just a flat-out drop.
Well, it was.
Yeah.
And then the other one, by the way, they had another one of the long balls, and this is the benefit of being up in the press box. De'Ami Brown got grabbed about 20 yards from where the ball landed, and it slowed him down enough that probably would have been on target. The refs missed that one.
I'm worried about him. I don't know the severity of the injury. It didn't look good when he was walking off.
No.
He wasn't. I don't think it was a collarbone because he wasn't holding his arm up against his body like he wants a broken collarbone. But his left, he was dangling with the shoulder. So I think it's a shoulder.
Find out today. Parker Washington earned some more reps and didn't have a great game yesterday.
Oh, I was shocked. He played.
That's too
one
bad
of the
for
worst
him.
games I've seen him play.
There have been some people suggesting that ETN should have gone down before he got to the goal line, and I think he did the right thing. If you do the math, if you go down on the goal line, and the assumption being you're going to kneel on the ball and use time. If you go down on the goal line and then you don't kneel, then you should have never gone down on the goal line, in my opinion. And if you go down on the goal line and you don't kneel and then you run a play, goodness knows what might happen. So at the end, and they had 2 timeouts left. They would have called one there. There'd have been 1:48 to go. Then the Jags would have done a kneel down play, and they'd have called another timeout with 1:45 to go. Then the Jags would have ran another kneel down, and the clock would have ran down to about a minute. They would have kicked the field goal. And so with a minute to go, the Texans would have only needed a field goal to tie instead of having 1:40 and needing a touchdown. So I think that the play all along was to go ahead and take it in, get the score, and not play Russian roulette with making sure you finish it off. You never know that for sure either.
Mm-hmm.
So, going in to get it in. Touchdowns for both running backs again yesterday.
Yeah.
So that was good. And I think it was a big bounce back within in the game. What I like about the audible is turn into your number one, not even turn it to him. In a play, on the fly, letting your number one receiver know you got to go get the ball. You're the number one receiver. I'm audible into you.
Yeah.
On Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, and you should. He's your number one guy. You got to keep feeding him until he gets out of this funk, and maybe that play and that confidence that his quarterback showed will do something for their chemistry timing, and hopefully those hands, man, they have not been good these first few weeks.
The experts got all over this Fran Brown coach from Syracuse when he made his kids run sprints after UConn.
Okay.
They've won 3 straight, including a win down in Death Valley on Saturday. Fran Brown's a good coach. They opened with a loss to Tennessee. They're going to be tested because their quarterback tore his Achilles. So they're starting quarterback. So that's a bad break.
That stinks.
But I watched a good amount of that Clemson until the weather delay. God, we have more weather delays.
It's like all the time.
Unbelievable. But anyway, I watched a good amount of that game, and a couple things stood out for me. I love, they were physical. They ran the ball. They played good football against Clemson.
Who's their loss to? First week,
Tennessee. But they had a guy. I don't know who he was. There's a couple guys stood out to me like this week. Like, first off, like number 3, a defensive back. I mean, he came up and blew up. Yeah, he came up and blew up a couple bubble screens. I don't know who he is, but I like him. Shout out to our boy Big Jake, paving the way for Michigan in the start.
Yeah.
They ran it down Nebraska's throat. I don't know how many yards they ran through, but Big Jake was. I watched him. Big Jake was blowing dudes up.
Did he win that job, or is he filling in because someone got injured and he's keeping it? We still don't know.
He got a start against Central. I didn't know why, and he kept it this week. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't care.
Freshman.
He'll be starting.
It's awesome. Good for him.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. That early?
Yeah.
Next stop NFL, boys.
Yeah.
Next stop first round. A lot of times when you're a Michigan starting center for 4 years, yeah, that's it's a little different than being a starting center in a lot of places.
They've been battling injuries. They've opened the path for a young player to step in. Redshirt freshman Jake Guarnera stepped in for Brady Norton at right guard last week against Central Michigan. Michigan racked up 616 yards of offense, including almost 400 on the ground. This guy Jake can run block, man, because I saw him just against Nebraska. Sounds like Michigan will roll out the same offensive line combination they had against Central Michigan. Guarnera impressed coaches with his debut performance against Central Michigan. He's Ponte Vedra High kid. He's one of our guys. He calls the show, and we wanted to make sure that we
still tap in with him.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Send him a note that the drill is proud, man.
Yeah, we are. I think he knows that.
Keep it going. And we'll have to let his pops know. And fantastic, man. I was very excited watching that game, seeing the big fella out there moving bodies.
Hit by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on De'Ami Brown?
It wasn't Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. It was Aziz.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah. That's why Trevor got on him.
Okay, gotcha.
Trevor got in his face.
No, I knew he did. I thought that was a separate. Man, Aziz all over the field, then, isn't he?
He's a good football player.
I mean, that's way out there on the outside corner.
Yeah, but he. I don't know if he drove his body into him, but he hit him hard. So.
If you had to play a future bet to try and win a lot of money and correctly identify who will the next Florida Gators football coach be, would you have any way to go? I feel like our AD is such a wild card. He doesn't give you any insight to anything. Who knows what he'd do? I mean, he's liable to go hire a coach from Oklahoma Central.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are certainly guys out there. It gets annoying There used to be a time, Dan, when it came time to hire a coach, if you wanted him and you were a certain program, there was no money factor.
Mm-hmm.
Either you had enough money to pay him that the old school, there's no way they could. But that's kind of changed now. Like schools like Indiana that get a Signetti, they make it a lot more financially beneficial to him and a lot harder for him to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you go sniffing around current college coaches, it creates problems. One, you got to make sure that you can get them. Two, you got to wait until the end of the year.
I'm going to guess. I'm just going to throw this out here.
Okay.
I'm going to guess whomever we hire, if they play top 2 or top 3 team in the country again, whomever it is, I don't care who it is, as long as his name is not Napier, will do better than 0 of 13 on third downs. Which is what we had Saturday night.
Yeah.
0 of 13 on third downs.
Do you have a preference on who you'd want? I mean,
me?
I mean, I'm sorry. I think we waited as long as we could to come late to this party, Gator fan.
I'm taking a different tack now.
Okay.
I don't give a damn who we hire. And you know what? I'm going to go back to an old adage. This is a different tact. I used to be like, we got to give him time. He's got doing good things. He's got to meet the coach. No more excuses.
2 years?
2 years.
You show significant improvement?
In 2 years if you got a good coach or not.
Like last year's year.
If we don't have a good coach, send his ass packing. Get another one. I'm done with this nonsense. We have suffered through Champ and Butters and Mullen, who's 4-0, by the way, and now the worst of them, Napier. We have become Tennessee. When they went through all those coaches, we are staring into the abyss, and I am over it. I want a coach who can come in here, 50, 60% of the roster leaves, and he doesn't say, well, I got to keep some guys to keep a team, and I got to, no, that's fine. I'll find guys.
Yeah, I don't care.
I'll hit the portal.
Yeah,
I'll recruit.
I'll go 6 and 6 next year happily. Whatever.
I'll make guys. I'll find guys. I'll find them.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be this ass bad anymore. 9 o'clock nasty. This is the drill.
Wow.
The drill.
And how?
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. 1010XL. Home of the Florida Gators.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret, Dandy's never frozen, always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses, no dry crumbly subs here, only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little dude with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand, a quality sandwich. So do what I do and stop in at a Daly's and make yours a dandy today.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On September 22nd, 2004, San Francisco Giant outfielder Barry Bonds was intentionally walked 4 times in a 9-inning game for the second time.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Here's hoping for a raise the roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Get ready, poker players. The World Poker Tour is coming back to Best Bet Jacksonville from October 30th through November 18th. It's your chance to become a World Poker Tour champion with 14 different poker tournaments to play, including the Best Bet Scramble, a $5,000 no-limit hold'em main event with a $1 million guarantee. Satellites and mega satellites are going on now at Best Bet Jacksonville. For the full WPT schedule and more information, visit bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Hacker here. And this past week during the 5th quarter, I had a listener come up to me and say that my story about Awaken 180 weight loss, my journey with Awaken 180 weight loss, had inspired them. And they made the call to Awaken 180 weight loss. They were beginning the program that they hoped would change their life much as it has changed mine. Awaken 180 weight loss has changed my life for the positive. And I love that I can tell people about Awaken 180 if you need to lose weight like I certainly needed to. And if my story inspires you to make the call, it'll be the best call you will ever make. It's the best weight loss program I've ever been on. The coaching you get, the guidance you get is absolutely spectacular. Take it from somebody that lost over 100 pounds on Awaken 180 weight loss. If it's time for you to regain control of your life, go to awaken180weightloss.com. That's awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. Guys, if I can do it, you can do it. Awaken 180 weight loss.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
The Giants last night did something that was very funny and cool, I thought. Giants and Chiefs are playing. Giants, big screen says Taylor Cam.
Okay.
So, they're playing the Chiefs.
Uh-huh.
We're ready. What are we going to see? Where are we going to see her? Where's she hiding out? It's New York. You got to think she's there, right?
I guess so.
They start whipping through the crowd. They come up to these people, and they pan around, and there's the Taylor cam. Lawrence Taylor puffing on a stogie.
That was good.
They all cheer, of course, go crazy.
Meanwhile, Tay-Tay's...
They're playing Taylor's song over it, you know.
Tay-Tay's paramour is seemingly continuing a rocky relationship with his coach.
He got body checked by Andy Reid last night.
Good for
Andy
Reid.
laid his shoulder into him a little bit.
Good, because Travis Kelce's bleep has gotten old. He already did this earlier in the year. He slammed his helmet down and yelled at him. Kelce, a 13-year veteran, wasn't in the locker room when reporters were allowed to enter.
Oh, really?
Perhaps he went and hid under the skirt of his beautiful, blushing fiancée. At the time of the verbal skirmish, the Chiefs' offense was enduring another lull. This, by the way, yesterday, his explosion, they're screaming at each other on the sidelines. Don't forget, 2017 home loss to the Eagles. Kelce slammed his helmet and screamed at Reid on the sideline in the second quarter of that one. Kelce voiced his frustration on Sunday. He had 2 catches for 4 yards. Don't make too much of it, Reid said of Kelce. He's a passionate guy. I love that part. I've been through a lot of things with him. That's all part of it. I love that he loves to play the game. That's what I love. It's an emotional game, so I'll take it. I think the shoulder chank says that one hit a little different yesterday. I had about enough of you.
Yeah.
You know, we let you do your thing, your podcast, your pop star girlfriend. You got 2 for 4. You're slower every week I see you. Here's a chank. Shut up.
I'm playing gray.
Yeah. I don't know.
You had asked me who I wanted in Florida, and I told you I don't care, but I'll give you another name. Drinkwitz.
Yeah, that's a good one.
25-5, 17-1 at home in his last 30.
Yeah, I would take him in a heartbeat. There seems to be interest on his part. At least that's what you've heard.
Yeah.
He's been rumored to that job for the last time it was hired.
Yeah.
Is it fair to want, if you're a Gator booster, to demand a search firm hire the coach?
No.
It's
if
not
you're
fair?
No, it's fair. Yeah.
Should they do that? I don't want Scott Strickland anywhere near the decision. And you don't get to ride this Todd Golden grace. It's a total separate situation. Basketball and football are complete different animals. And I'm going to say it again. You got lucky with Golden.
I wouldn't mind that. I would be okay with it.
I would. I don't trust this guy as far as I can throw him, man.
Did you see the end of the Memphis-Arkansas game?
Yeah, the fumble.
Oh.
Yeah, Arkansas is going in.
They're running it down their throat to go in for. And listen, I guess Memphis, by the way, another candidate.
That's a kid
Ryan
from
Silverfield, Bowles kid.
Yeah.
They are the favorite to make the top 12 as the non-power
more than
4.
they could probably beat USF. The sad thing is how many guys around the country with lesser programs would be doing better against Florida's schedule than Florida is.
Mm-hmm.
There is a guy out there at Memphis or somewhere that might be 3-1 right now. I'm not even kidding.
I think they've won their last 3 or 4 SEC games at home. They beat Chattanooga, Georgia State, Troy, Arkansas. Now this is who they have left. They have Florida Atlantic, Tulsa, UAB. They'll win those. South Florida is a big one. But they got them in Memphis, Rice, Tulane, East Carolina, and Navy. If they win out, they're in. I mean, and again, it's a long way to go, and you want to take them one at a time, but what a great win. But Arkansas is going in, and the running back got the ball punched out. I mean, it was just
kind of on his way
the
down.
10-yard line, man. It was tough. Oh, gosh. But, again, when you know how I talk about luck? That's bad luck, but that happens that way. So the Arkansas coach is going to get canned?
It's not bad luck, though,
and
to have an undermanned team in the game with you.
By the way, that quarterback that they all raved about, what's his name? Taylor Green? The Arkansas quarterback?
Yeah. We talked about him last week.
He was not good throwing the ball on Saturday.
Yeah.
Not good at all. So
it's just a new era of judgment, and it's hitting, and it's not just a new era because the new people think different ways. It's a new era from old people thinking different ways. You said it before. Your patience level is at a total different level than what we've dealt with, whether it's players on the Jags or coaches on coaches now, immediate or nothing. Yeah. And that's an attitude that's more prevalent overall.
Listen, they've turned college football into professional football.
Yeah, for sure.
They say Florida would owe nearly $21.7 million if it decides to fire him in the coming days, according to his contract. The first installment, which accounts for 50% of the total buyout, must be paid within 30 days of the termination. It's 21.7 right now. I think it goes down a little bit. Our buddy Chris Doring, who we'll talk to tomorrow, roasted him on SEC tonight, the other night. I mean,
Napier?
roasted him. Yeah.
He should.
Yeah. And he should. Everybody should. It is what it is. So anyway, that is going on right now. Around the rest of the National Football League, the undefeateds left. And we got Buffalo, Indy, the Chargers, the Eagles, the Bucks, and the Niners.
Those are the undefeateds?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Niners can enjoy that for another 5 days, baby.
Oh, wow.
What a nice win that would be.
That would
I wonder where that would rank in like all-time wins. To go win at a 3-0 San Francisco team.
It's a
It'd be
good
pretty good
Well,
regular season win.
It depends who's quarterback, and they're beat up.
It's going to be Purdy, I think.
You do?
Yeah.
Well,
he was close to playing this week. And Matt,
Yeah.
you heard Fred say Matt got banged up yesterday.
Yeah. Listen, they beat the Seahawks by 4. They beat the Saints by 5. And they beat the Cardinals by 1.
They're right. They're winning because of the winning DNA. They haven't been great.
They're gettable. For sure. So we shall see. All right, we'll grab a break. We'll keep it rolling. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM. Turn for home. Next.
Now, the Drill.
From the Divorce Man.
Electric and The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnick Nugget. I think Billy Napier's time is up. I think Billy's a good man. I think Billy's a good person. But he was selfish and arrogant in his refusal to give up play calling. It's clear he's not good at that. And at the end of the day, that's going to cost him his job. You can be a good guy, but you can't be selfish and arrogant. He should have turned over play calling. It's now just a matter of time. Billy Napier will not finish the season as the Florida Gator coach. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnick family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville, earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Tired of high energy bills? Replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now with the big BOGO event. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires September 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL is served up by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
Hey, Hicken here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bowden Eye & Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like EVO implantable Collamer lenses or refractive lens exchange and classic LASIK, designed to fit your life. Picture perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day. It's easier than you think. Call now for your free screening. Bowden Eye & Associates, they're keeping the First Coast focused.
On game day, you trust your team. On storm day, trust the people's roofer, Morgan Conley Roofing. Born here, built here, staying here. MorganConleyRoofing.org. License number CCC 1333544.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
When the unexpected happens, you shouldn't have to face it alone. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, we're here to fight for you. Whether it's an auto accident or a slip and fall, our Jacksonville team takes care of every detail, from investigating the incident to securing multi-million-dollar verdicts, so you can focus on getting better. And remember, you don't pay a dime unless we win your case. Our commitment is 24/7, bringing you the real support from real people who really care. Campione Law, your dedicated partners in justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
Welcome to the Bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Call State Farm agent Ron McCann in Orange Park at 904-269-1313.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
All right, nothing to cool down from. I'm hot.
You're hot.
I'll tell you what, I'm hot. We didn't have a good Friday 5-pack week.
I did. I had a great Friday 5-pack week. I went 4-1.
I could go on about the Mets, but I'm not going to because I just don't want to. I'm watching them.
Mets, Tigers, Astros. Those right now are your three just like crumbling.
We had a guy yesterday hit a ball into the left field corner. Okay. And the left fielder slid into the wall and hurt himself.
Okay.
And the ball is not caught.
Yeah.
And you couldn't tell if it was fair or foul, but if you looked at the ump, he said it was fair.
Okay.
My guy stopped at first base. He stopped at first base.
Who was it?
Cedric Mullins. He has been a disaster.
Yeah, that's trade deadline guy.
He sucks. You could have him back, Baltimore. He is a terrible baseball player. I mean, terrible.
You get a guy and you hope for an
terrible. But this was an all-timer. And I don't know how you can.
Let me ask you this. What happened later in the inning? Would he have scored?
Let me ask you something.
Would he have scored had he hustled?
Of course he would have.
Oh, he would have
been on third base. Maybe scored. I don't know.
No, I'm saying later in the inning they got hits. Okay.
Let me ask you something.
No, they lost by 1.
The same exact play happened earlier this year. Our guy, Tyler Callahan, God bless him, he got hurt. Matt Olson hit it. Did Matt Olson stop running out of concern? No.
He went to third. Yeah. I think he got inside of Parker maybe.
Might have scored. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's unexcusable, inexcusable, non-excusable, and he should never play for the Mets again.
Well, I'm going to cool down on. It's going to. There you have it. This tail end is going to get.
Tails all the time.
Somewhat lost in the excitement of football season. It feels like football casts a shadow of all the other sports. It's bad timing for baseball because they're coming down their stretch. But I haven't forgotten about Cal Raleigh, and he did his 58th home run. The Mariners swept the Astros. Wasn't that in Houston?
Yes.
They went to Houston and swept the Astros. Yes. They went from 1 game down from tied for the division lead to 3 games up. Houston and Detroit are both in danger of missing the postseason.
Yeah, Detroit's unbelievable. I mean, that's
they still have the division lead though.
Yeah,
at least they're that. One more and they won't. Don't they play the Guardians this week?
Yeah, 3 games starting tomorrow.
Okay,
15 games. It would be the greatest comeback in the history of divisional play. They were 15.5 games down.
I do, and what's strange about that, and that is a remarkable number, I'm pretty sure that the Mariners were 11.5 back. Because I remember hearing that story of before they got
the Mariners.
I think they were 11.5 back.
The Mariners were my trade deadline pick to make the World Series.
Huh.
After
they got the nailer. Yeah.
By the way, the Yankees are only 2 back of the Jays with 6 to go too. So that ain't done
raise your hand if you had Milwaukee and Toronto with the best records in home field throughout the playoffs. Didn't really seem how that would be the case at the end.
Yeah, crazy.
I love how athletes find motivations for games. I really wish, E.T., we've talked about this, I give you a lot of credit if you give me that motivation before it happens instead of reveling in it after. Like, right, is it kind of weak? Do you get something and then you point out what was personally offensive to you?
Right.
Baker Mayfield did a little bit of that. He was asked about the significance of a win over the Jets, and he specifically pointed to Steve Wilkes. He's the defensive coordinator who cut Baker Mayfield when he was coach of the Panthers. I loved it, Mayfield said. And also their D coordinator was the one that cut me in Carolina. A lot of stuff was personal today. Hassan Reddick, former Jet, a lot of people. That's all great and all, but tell me on Thursday how I'm going to show that guy who cut me what he's in for.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you can't do it that way, but I would also suggest, well, then don't circle back and do it on the other side.
Yeah.
And not a big thing, but by the way, the Jags go to San Francisco this weekend. The 49ers have a rush-in named Bryce Huff. Okay? That's a guy, by the way, who was once top on the wish list for one Dan Hicken in free agency. Do you remember that?
I did.
He was your number one target by some
I
2 or
loved
3 years ago when he was with the Jets. Anyway, he got traded from the Eagles to the 49ers. The Eagles got a 5th rounder in return, which they sent to the Jags for Tank Bigsby. But that 5th rounder becomes a 4th round pick if Bryce Huff has 8 sacks this year. Well, I just looked. He's got 2 already, Hick. That's awesome. 2 through 3 games. So
let's go, baby.
I think it'd be a great game plan to build a 18-point lead in the 4th quarter, and then let's just give Bryce Huff a couple sacks. Tell Trevor he's coming. As soon as he gets there, hit the ground. That number's up to 4, and we're staring that 4th rounder in the face. Just a thought. Man, is it... I feel like I'm becoming so biased against this topic that I don't know if I'm the source to bring it up.
Okay.
At what point does ESPN get excluded from the conversations of reality and sports leaders? I mean,
what?
I got to watch Sports Center minute and 2-minute recaps on wrestling matches. I got to spend all week previewing wrestling matches just because you're in bed with them for the cash. It's not a sport. Well, I mean, why doesn't ESPN break down the Scooby-Doo episode that airs this weekend? It's no different. I tell you what, buddy, if you're in the Wiffle Ball Association, you need to call ESPN right now, because if you start with a W, WNBA, wrestling, then you're going to be paid a buttload, and you're going to be premiered and focused on a lot more than you should be.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I don't have a problem with you airing wrestling, but putting it on stream and acting like it's a live sporting event and getting people to weigh in on their predictions, Dan. I got predictions on the John Cena match. It's scripted.
Who won?
I have no idea. Could care less. That's the beauty of it. Could care less.
Who won, Dylan?
I can tell you who won every single.
Does anybody know who won the
I can tell you who won
Cena?
every single NFL game yesterday because it's real sports.
Oh,
yeah. And I got no problem with wrestling. I'm not a wrestling hater at all. I find it moderately entertaining. What I have a problem with is like the number one sports journalism broadcasting outlet covers wrestling like it's real.
I'd like to report that Brock Lesnar won the match.
There you go. Congratulations. Good for him.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Somewhere hackers like, shut up, man.
Hello, Victory Monday.
Hello. That's how you know it's real, because Lesnar won, because Cena's getting ready to retire. So,
okay.
That's how you know it's real.
Okay.
I don't know.
Real.
That's what somebody probably said.
What is going on?
Jags defense showed up
yesterday,
except for one blown coverage by Tyson Campbell.
Yeah.
And I thought he had an otherwise pretty good game.
Yeah, he did, actually.
Made a lot of physical tackles, had a big pass breakup on the pretty deep ball on Nico Collins, had the strip, that stopped him from possibly going down to tie it up. So had to get that W.
Great W. Any way you get it. Great W.
No doubt.
Take it and run.
I mean, there are plenty of mistakes to Liam Cohen can dig into, but 2-1 beats the alternative
of 1-2.
Yes, it does.
And it beat Houston.
That's right.
And you made them 0-3.
That's correct.
And you won at home.
That is correct as well.
Which is all good stuff.
Yeah.
Who was your
could be 3-0 right now.
Who would you say was the defensive MVP yesterday?
I voted for Josh Hines-Allen.
Okay.
It was him or Jordan Lewis to me, between the two of them. And I think Allen, with the getting a hand on the ball that ultimately resulted in the turnover that won the game, that was,
Huge.
Either way. He could have gone either way. Both those guys really good yesterday. Dennis Gardeck played.
He did play
well
good
yesterday.
He did play well.
Devin Lloyd had a good game yesterday.
Devin Lloyd's I feel like Devin Lloyd's playing the best football of his career.
He may be. Trayvon continues to be Trayvon. So, good things happening.
Have a great show. I know you're breaking it all down.
Victory Monday, baby. Let's go.
All right.
You.
Mike and Tony getting ready. Jaguars today. Our work here is completed.
That's a dub. As always, it's been a next-gen roofing Monday. We raised the roof yesterday.
Oh.
You got any roof issues, next-gen will take care of it. It's a perfect combination. You and next-gen roofing.